Alexi is ahead. He's got Pringle in front. Alexi takes it strong to the cup. Oh, nice pirouette off the glass, off the crossover.
What a block from Jared Pero ang goal!
Oh, big block. It's the basket. Boom!
Isang kabagot!
Forward ahead, RR, bang, bang!
Sa araw ng pagmamahalan ng mga puso, itong dalawang koponan na magbabakbakan dito sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. Ano kaya ang kanilang napupusuan? Siguro, panalo para makaakyat sa standings ng PBA Philippine Cup 2018. We have the Meralco Bolts going against the Phoenix Fuel Masters. Mabuhay Pilipinas. Ako po si Charlie Kuna, kasama ko Dr. J. Andy Howe. They're walking a tightrope at this stage of the tournament sapagkat medyo patapos na ang elimination round. And Meralco especially is really down there in the standings. 3-game losing streak. Phoenix naman, pwede pa. Nasa may kalagitnaan ng standings na yan, Doc. And they really have a legitimate chance to make a splash if they win today.
Thank you. Salamat yun. Tama nga doon si Charlie because right now, 4 wins, 4 losses ang Phoenix. They have 3 games to go, Blackwater and Global Port. And if they can get to 5, they probably have already at least a tie for the quarterfinal slots. Meralco is going to be very difficult. They have to win today and win all the rest of their games. And they've got some tough games coming up against Ginebra San Miguel and against Magnolia. But you have to start somewhere.
That's
You
right.
want to end your losing streak, and this is as good a time as any.
Well, Phoenix played really well sa huling laban nila against a favored TNT squad. Phoenix hung tough. Tapos dun sa dulo, where they usually falter, Doc, they were able to master the endgame, get a victory by just 2 points on an almost last-second shot mula kay Doug Kramer.
And at the same time, they were also able to play very good defense in the fourth quarter, limiting the powerful TNT scoring team to very low output in the fourth quarter.
Para naman sa Meralco Bolts, well, they had a problem noong huling laban nila. Sila naman ang lamang alos sa laban na yon, and then in the end game, they faltered. Chris Newsom was on the wrong side of history sapagkat, he played okay. Good statistics, definitely. Problema, natirahan siya sa dulo and he wasn't able to stop the guy he was guarding, and that was the winning shot.
Yeah, first of all, he was able to equalize with an N1 shot here, no?
That's right.
And then at the end, last few seconds, one-on-one situation there for Kiefer Rabena and a very difficult shot. But the guy just can make shots like that.
Yun na nga, hirap din talaga nung task niya to guard a guy like Kiefer Ravena. We have some more on Chris Newsom. Pupuntahan natin ating kasama at courtside, Reese and Diaz.
Charlie, I asked Chris Newsom about that last play. At ang sabi niya, give all credit to Kiefer Ravena for taking that shot and actually making it. Ang sabi niya, I will not be surprised, though it's still early to say na he will be Rookie of the Year. Kasi nga, si Chris Newsom, at some point, 2016, received the coveted award. He was Rookie of the Year. Ang sabi niya, with all the opportunities that Kiefer Ravena is getting, it wouldn't be surprised, and it's about maximizing that opportunity. As again, going back to that last play, where yun nga, inaipanalo ni Kiefer yung laro dahil dun sa shot na yun. Ang sabi ni Chris Newsom, it's a learning curve still for me. I'm still trying to improve my game in every way that I can, and that situation will just get me better. Charlie.
Thanks a lot, Reese. Well, in fairness, okay, we talked about that last game ng Meralco Bolts. Ang ganda ng umpisa nila against NLEX. They led by 16 points, kung di ako nagkakamali, Doc, noong first quarter. Kaso, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And in the end, fourth quarter, nag-falter sila doon.
You're correct, Charlie. Even in a championship series or maybe in an elimination round, it's how you finish. And right now, they have not been able to finish simply because of the injuries to a lot of their key players. And tonight, they will continue to have to suffer some players who will not be able to play with them, some key players.
Ito yun, a 2-point win from NLEX. Totally out-rebounded
22
Meralco.
rebounds.
Grabe nga. The fact na dumikit pa nga ang Meralco speaks a lot about how well they played that game, but they just couldn't finish off the job. And, NLEX was able to squeak by on that jumper. We're talking about that play, Chris Newsom defending Ravena, who makes that winning shot. As Mark Jackson would say, that was great defense, just better offense on the part of Kiefer Ravena. Yung dati magkakampi, yung dalawang yan sa Ateneo.
Well, you already have the starting 5 unit for the Phoenix Fuel Masters. Remember, they have 3 games to go. They're 4-4. They'd like to get to 5, and maybe you can get ambitious and maybe try to go for 7.
That's right.
And their games are not that tough, you know. They're winnable, but they're also losable.
That's right.
Against Global and against Blackwater. Who himself, Blackwater is another team trying to come back. They got a game on Friday and they got a game on Sunday, I think.
For Meralco, it gets really tough yung next
You're
dalawang
talking about
kalaban nila.
Ginebra on Sunday, dun sa Philippine Arena.
Oh.
And then their last game, I think, will be in the province against Magnolia.
That's right. So, medyo uphill climb talaga, but they'll try their best. This first quarter is brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. Simula na ang labanan ng tunay na lakas. A while ago, you caught a glimpse of Coaches Louis Alas for Phoenix, si Coach Norman Black for Meralco na nakangiti. And we doubt if we'll see him smile that much as this game goes on. Unless they're leading by 20 already with a few seconds to go. Diba? Kasi medyo under pressure nga siya. And Coach Norman knows the urgency ng laban ito. There's Doug Kramer going up against Cliff Hodge. Di makatira. Jason Perkins, the rookie, can't take it as well. So they go out to Hazul, who misses the 3-point attempt, but Doug keeps it alive. And Doug just keeps chugging along. Tagal na rin sa liga. Looks like he dropped his contact lens. And he had to pick it up. So, hawak-hawak niya yung contact lens habang tumatakbo siya para dumipensa as Meralco gets into its first offensive.
Gusto niya magpa-timeout pero hindi na ang bibigyan. Siyempre, yung bola nasa Meralco. Hindi naman fair yun. Unless they foul.
That's right. Gabo Lanete gets the start sa laban na ito. He's there with Baser Amer, Cliff Hodge, Newsom, and Hugnatan. Hodge makes his move. You know he's been injured. And there was thwarted by JB Mendoza. Jump shot! Mula kay Gabo Lanete. That's a 3 to start the game. And that's a good sign for Coach Norman Black kasi si Gabo Lanete, strict shooter yan.
Ayan, yun ang siyempre nagkaroon dead ball situation. Pumunta yung possession doon sa Phoenix. Medyo pwede na humingi sila ng parang either timeout or 30-second timeout or whatever.
Ayun, hawak-hawak ni Doug Kramer in his left hand is his contact lens. So immediately, kailangan dispatchahin ito si Chua, Justin Chua, para palitan si Doug as he washes the lens. Yan, yung andyan yung fluid para dyan. Okay, dribblers, habang may dal tayo, open your Moneyball apps. Ito na ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question. Ano ang paboritong lugar sa bahay ni Phoenix rookie Jason Perkins? 1 dining room, 2 living room, 3 bathroom. Pindot na. Hindi ko alam ang sagot dyan.
Siyempre, kailangan maging kamag-anak ka para maging ano nun. O kasama mo sa bahay yan. Pero hindi pa mahilig na sa ukulele yan. Baka in that area doon.
Pwede. Pero may mukhang mahilig din kumain. Dati hefty-lefty tawag sa kanya. Pero ngayon mukhang nag-jetta na, Doc.
Yes, and at the same time, I think mahilig rin siguro kumantaya kung marunong nga magtugtog ng ukulele.
That's an offensive foul called on the Phoenix Fuel Masters. Hindi pa sila nakaka-score dito. Justin Chua nakapapasok lang. First person talaga, Doc.
Para yung buhay ko, I've never used contact lens. Simply because of that. Ayaw ko nahuhulog tapos maghahanap ka wala ka. Wala akong makita.
Hassle talaga yan, Doc, pag natanggal yan. Buti nga, nahanap ni Doug Kramer, hindi naapakan. While it was on the floor. Newsom kicks it over to Reynel. He'll approach on the run. Mintis ang kanya babandang tira. Cliff Hodge tapped it up and Hugnatan recovers. Fresh 14 para sa Bolts, looking for a win. After 3 straight losses, Hodge is sandwiched in the middle. Tatlong nakapula ang nag-converge sa kanya ron. So pupunta sa linya si Cliff Hodge, who admittedly came back earlier than expected, di ba? Kasi kailangan nila ng medyo malaking nagre-rebound and he was forced to go into action.
And your statement there displayed just what happened. If not for him, they would have had no more possession. He was able to tap the ball to his teammate Hugnatan. But he's the guy who gives them energy off the boards. Minsan hindi nga niya abot, hindi niya kaya, pero tumatalo niya. And this is a guy that was saying has been injured for them for the whole conference. And masakit sa kanila yan because they were really expecting a lot from Ranidel de Ocampo. And I understand, hindi rin maglalaro si JD ngayon. Because last game he only played a couple of minutes. He's got a foot infection, so they decided, huwag ka na maglaro. Hindi ka naman nag-i-ensayo, maglalaro ka pa. Di ba? You know, it's really difficult for you when you're in pain. No?
And that's really tough. Kasi nga, wala ka nang legit big man na pumopofte itong Meralco Bulls. And then you lose 2 guys who can possibly get baskets inside the shaded area. Dillinger and Ranidel de Ocampo.
You're in trouble. Plus the fact that they are good rebounders. And that's why they get clobbered by 20-something rebounds against 2 teams already yata in this tournament.
Good defense on the part of Phoenix. Pinahirapan si Newsom. Shot clock down to 9 seconds. Lanete go foul to Hugnatan. They go to Hodge, only 5 to shoot, and Hodge will barge his way into the lane and get the basket and one.
So a good start here for the Bolts, as they did in their game against the NLEX Road Warriors. I wasn't able to watch the game. I was still up in the plane, delayed. Coming down.
Na-delay ka rin. Free throw is brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before.
Pero
Hodge.
meron naman akong PBA raso. Pinanonood ko the next day. All the other games also. Yun ang masarap eh. You can watch, I'm a basketball fan, so I love to watch some of the
balikan.
games.
That's right.
It also helps us because we are announcers and we have to understand what's happening to the other teams, no?
Kailangan up to date eh, no? Sa
Yes.
lahat ng nangyayari, hindi lang yung game at hand.
Yeah, hindi naman pwede yung huhula-hula ka lang din kung ano nangyari nung nakaraan.
Kick out to Matthew Wright. Obviously a
3
guy.
seconds.
Yun na nga, medyo napatagal. But that's a guy they want to set up. Because Matthew Wright, pag gumana ang offensive game yan, you're basically assured of at least 20 points.
Yung medyo na okay na yung contact lens ni Doug Kramer. Babalik ulit siya sa lineup. Pinalitan si Justin Chua.
Na-rinse na niya dun sa fluid and popped it back in. Amer kicks to Lanete. Hugnatan kay Newsom naman napunta. Almost 3 minutes into this first period. Kaumpisa lang po natin dito sa loob ng Big Dome. It's a doubleheader once again on this Valentine's Day, Wednesday. And Cliff Hodge, agresibo dito sa first period. 7 of the 10 points, kanya.
Well, this one player that is almost indispensable for their team simply because of his hustle, rebounding, and defense. Well, that's a hard drive to the basket there. And Matthew Wright will go to the free throw line.
Well, this guy knows how to get his points. So, hindi siya makakakuha ng clean look mula sa 3-point area. Sinugod naman niya ngayon. Got some contact. And he's at the line for 2. And Matthew Wright, somebody that we expect to be a mainstay sa mga national team natin moving forward for at least the next few years. Ang free throws niya, hatid sa atin ng Smart. Be there like never before.
Yeah, obviously we need a good shooter like him. We need a lot of good shooters, especially in international competition. Which reminds us, meron tayong games coming up on
That's
the
right.
22nd and the 25th. Stay with us on ESPN 5. That
That's
will
right.
be brought to you.
On the 22nd, road game yun. Sa Melbourne tayo maglaro. We're gonna play in Margaret Court Arena, which is where the Australian Open tennis is held. Pero
Yep.
doon gagawin ng basketball game against the #1 ranked team in our region, di ba?
Yeah, yung Australia.
Australia.
Number 2 dun yung would be either New Zealand or Iran.
That's right.
And maybe China also. No?
Pero may home game tayo sa 25th, no, which will be held at the Mall of Asia Arena against Japan,
Yes.
whom we beat in the first window. So, supportahan nyo po ang ating pambansang koponan. Punta po kayo at i-cheer natin ang Gilas Pilipinas for both of those games.
Ang masarap talaga yung pag nag-cheer ka para sa national team mo. Walang kapares yun.
Dug in the lane. On the way up, lost the ball. Was looking for a foul call.
Tough defense ang pinakikita dito ng white shirts today. And we see Dehesa come into the ball game, replacing JP Mendoza ba yung umalis?
That's right.
Yeah. JP Mendoza, a recruit na binitawan yata ng Alaska Aces, no?
Pinikap agad ni
Pinikap.
Coach Louie, no? Binitbit niya. Kasi bata rin niya yun sa Alaska Aces
Yes.
when he was still an assistant of Alex Compton.
And when they picked him, not a lot of people knew who he was, pero syempre, nakakatulong rin siya sa kanyang hustle, rebounding.
Especially on the offensive end. Galing offensive rebound yan. Dehesa, fresh off the bench.
2-point shot.
Pasok agad ang isa si Carl Dehesa. Finally, they get to 4. It's an 8-point lead for Meralco.
Pressure defense being applied there by Wright against Newsom, which is the hallmark of the coach of the teams of Louis Alas.
That's right.
They like to put backcourt pressure, slow down the, slow down your offensive attack.
Baser, mula sa kaliwa, inilabas kay Hugnatan. 2 seconds to go. Lanete.
Plenty of time, pero hindi pumasok. Medyo matigas yung tira niya. And Wright is pushing it up.
Hesitation move and right to the basket. Gets 2 points, 4 total para kay Mr. Wright.
So that's why sometimes gustong-gusto mo na medyo makaka-score ka kasi pag nakatakbo yung kalaban, yung depensa mo is open. And Meralco does not really have a shot blocker or a rim protector ang tinatawag natin.
Kulang talaga sa height. Imagine the biggest guy on the lineup right now is Raynel Hugnatan. He's a generous 6'4". Cliff Hodge, agresivo
Ooh.
once again. Absorbing the contact. Could have been an
Ooh.
N1 situation. Got it to go off the glass.
He already has 9 points in the ball game. Can you believe that?
Oo.
Sandali pa lang. And he's not really the top scorer in that team.
Azul goes to Doug. Handoff. RJ Azul also used to be with the Alaska Aces, kaya very familiar din si Louie Alas sa laro ni RJ Azul. Baseramer is called for a personal. Panguna lang di Baser yan.
Willie Wilson coming into the ball game for Perkins and Nino Cañaleta,
Yan.
who is, I think, their leading local scorer in this tournament.
That's right. Si Canaleta, fresh pickup yan in the off-season and comes in and leads the team in scoring. You know, they only have 2 wins, but they did compete in some other games, and most of the time, maganda laro nitong si Nino Canaleta.
Kahit 2 times they won, siya ang best player of
That's
the
right.
game.
Tama yun. And he also joined the 5,000 point club just recently. Willie Wilson nakapapasok lang immediately. Agresibo ang galaw patungong basket. And Willie Wilson, the veteran, we always have to talk about him pag Phoenix ang naglalaro because of what he brings to the table. Just a versatile veteran. Here's that move a while ago from right. Smart move yan. Hatid sa atin ng smart. Be there like never before.
Well, binabanggit mo yung veteran Willie Wilson. The mere fact that he realizes and he knows matagal na si Cañaleta that guy is not a strong defender. So I'm taking him to the hole. I'm challenging him to try to stop me or give me a foul.
Right.
He didn't miss his first free throw, but yung instinct niya is I'm going against you right away.
Well, Willie Wilson is 38 years old, so one of the elder statesmen talaga dito sa liga.
The other guy is on the other side. Si Ugnatan.
Ugnatan,
Pa-40
tama.
na yata yan. Eh.
Pako, halos ganun din. 39 yata si Reyna.
Going 40 na yan eh. But they keep themselves in shape. Yan ang
Tama.
gusto mo. Oh, that was a 3-point shot by Newsome.
Napabayaan, ganda ng screen na naset para sa kanya. And the lead is back up to 10. 6 minutes remaining in the first period.
And look, that pressure are held by Karam, and then he goes back and defends against Alolino.
Jello
Alolino.
Matthew Wright on the move once again. Gets his way. Drops it in on the layup. And Matthew Wright has the ability to either snipe from outside, put it on the floor, and finish at the basket. Versatile ito sa opensa.
Plus 2 points yun, courtesy of Willie Wilson, providing the screen. So Cañaleta could not help at all. Napunta siya sa likod ni Wilson.
And you know Wilson is going to be guarding Canaleta, lalo na pag nasa 3-point line yan. Ayun, si Dehesa came out on the switch. They know to prevent him from taking easy shots.
Pero yan ang problema niya. Popostehan naman siya pag mas maliit sa kanya. You know.
Marunong din talaga yan si Canaleta.
Yeah.
And the nice up fake, obviously, you think he's gonna shoot. You bite and you foul him. He'll be at the line for 2 free throws after this timeout. Well, the Phoenix Fuel Mafters have a couple of point guards who have been playing pretty well. RJ Azul, Angelo Alolino, magandang kombinasyon. They bring different skill sets, but they're still quite effective para kay Coach Louie Alas. And it's really important sa araw na ito. Naganda nilang laro nila if they want to get a victory because we know that LA Revilla suffered an injury sa huling laban nila, which they did win against TNT, but he didn't play the entire second half after hurting his hands. So look at their conference averages, Doc.
Yeah, maganda kombinasyon. Of course, but you do need the ability of the point guard, LA Revilla, you know, to feed his teammates. They're not a very tall team. Their strength are in from the 1, 2, 3 position rather than the 4 and the 5. They're almost the same type of team that Meralco is.
That's right. Medyo kulang nga sa height. There's LA Revilla. He's in CBs. May kwento yata si Riza about that.
Minus LA Revilla nga itong Phoenix Fuel Master, and he should be out for a good 7 to 8 weeks according to the coaching staff because of a hand fracture. Hindi naman daw kakailanganin ng surgery, but he has to wear that cast on his right hand for a good number of weeks dahil nga ipiprevent daw yung movement para the hand could heal on its own. After that, tsaka pa lang siya makakapag-rehabilitation. Gentlemen.
Well, that's a big blow not just to Phoenix but to LA himself, who was playing pretty good ball as after coming over to Phoenix mula dun sa Kia franchise. And it was weird because di ba lang natin napansin kung ano nangyari. Biglang nagpa-sub daw siya at he was shaking his hands. Sabi niya sa trainer dun sa game sa TNT, masakit daw. Tapos di na siya nakabalik. And eventually nga na-x-ray yung doc and may fracture.
May fracture. Parang si Magu.
Parang si Magod.
Hindi naman fracture si Magu. Dislocate
Magu
lang. Dislocate
Paano
lang.
mo nabali nga? Nakita natin yung x-ray doon. Talaga.
Meralco going to a zone coming out of that timeout.
Let's
There's
see. Baka ma-confuse yung hook shot ni Willie Wilson. Pasok na, iniluwa pa ng ring.
Yeah, but he got into the lane, you know, and that was the most important thing, that yung pasa nakarating sa kanya.
Canaleta, bantay sarado pa rin si Wilson. Went to Newsom, and Newsom quick on the dribble. Gets it up, but it doesn't go. The rebound taken by Jello Alolino na nabangga inadvertently ni Chris Newsom. That's going to be a loose ball foul on the former Rookie of the Year.
Masakit yun dahil pangawang personal foul niya, but syempre instinct na lang yun eh. Pagkatapos ng mintis niya, gusto niya sumundot ulit. But he gave up his second foul to a guy that is really needed on the floor rather than on the bench.
Aga pinasok si Nico Salva. Ganda kasi ng pinakita last ball game. Doc, he played really well. High percentage shooting kontra sa NLEX. Career high yata yung natala niya doon.
Well, you know, now the difference is if can you do it 2 in a row, can you do it on a consistent basis like some of the top players of the PBA.
Like that guy, Jeff Chan, na kapapasok lang, fighting for rebounds underneath, but he missed. They miss on that once again. Chan and Salva are banging bodies. Medyo hindi yata nagustuhan ni Chan a while ago. Salva gave him a shove on the rebound play, so we'll watch that matchup. Ayun, nagpapanggaan yung dalawa.
And still talking to each well, Jeff is talking to him.
Siya yung veterano, siya yung mas senior dyan. Trying, of course, some intimidation. Canaleta passes inside to Balyafterov, who was standing in the lane and was fouled.
Well, if they didn't foul him, I thought he had a very close to a layup. Apat na ang team foul ng parehong koponan dito with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left dito sa ating first quarter. 19-9 ang score in favor of the Bolts. By the way, Mike Colomia is there on the floor. Ooh, paborito
Eksakto,
niya yan.
in-announce mo eh.
Paborito niya yun.
Yung curl doon sa mga inbound play na ganyan, no? Sneaky to the basket. And Colomia does find a way to get to the basket. Mahilig yan dumrive din sa loob ng shaded area despite his lack of size. Wilson had to pick it up. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Dehesa di diskarte. Dirigay kay Wilson. He'll attack. Put it up with his left. Bounces a few times at pumasok yan. Si Wilson panay punta sa kaliwa ngayon. Missed one a while ago. Finally got this one to fall. The lead is still 10, however. Para sa mga naka-orange na Meralco ball. 3:33 remaining. Quarter number 1. We were talking about Nico Salva a while ago na pinasok na ni Coach Norman Black. Tsaka yung magandang laro niya kontra sa NLEX Road Warrior Block.
Well, that was his best game, as you were mentioning. He had 20 points in that ball game, including a lot of points in the fourth quarter. However, in the end game, hindi na sila naka-score. But the point there is this guy used to be a great player for Norman, but he has never found his niche so far in the professional ranks. And hoping to go back to his old coach, maybe that can give him some confidence in his game because he was a great power forward in the UAP.
That's right.
Converted na dito siya sa small forward, minsan power forward. But he's undersized sa PBA para sa power forward.
Correct. Tsaka yung jump shot niya, it has not really been consistent at all. As you see, Al Panlilio, ang governor ng Meralco Bolts.
Sama siya.
So Nico Salva, well, they're looking for him to knock down some shots again in this game. But Mike Colomia has already knocked down 2 shots mula nung pumasok siya.
And
both at the hoop.
Both of them driving towards the basket. No?
Balik sa 12 ang lamang ng Meralco. Phoenix needs to pick it up, especially si Depensa. 3 minutes and 5 remaining in the first quarter. Willie Wilson takes it off the glass and knocks it down. The veteran, 6 points na, 5 points para sa kanya.
Ang ibig sabihin niya, hindi ako kayang bantayan ni Nino Cañaleta.
At hindi pa ma-inbound ni Nino after some pressure defense from the Fuel Mafters, so he had to burn a timeout.
This is going to be a 30-second time.
Yun ang nga nangyari doon. So pag-uusapan lang nila paano nila papasok yung bola. But you know, Willie Wilson really not just a defensive force, but has been scoring. Okay, dribblers, ang tamang sagot sa ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question ay number 3, bathroom. Yun yung favorite area ni Jason Perkins sa bahay niya. Bathroom.
Baka kasi doon kumakanta eh.
Oh, yun. Kasi maganda acoustic sa banjo eh.
At saka partner, hindi lang yun. Pag hindi ka talaga marunong kumanta, doon ka
Doon ka
kumanta.
lang.
O,
Doon
para
ka lang.
wala na nakakarinig sa'yo. Yan ang ginagawa ni Ramon Fernandez nung araw. I'm talking about El
Ayan,
Presidente.
El Presidente. Ha? This power move that we're showing you is brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. Tunay na lakas. Malakas talaga yung umpisa ni Cliff Hodges on the bench. However, now, scored 9 points in his stint.
Yeah, you have to have the right formation to break the press. Ang nangyari kanina, nakatalikod si Karam. Paano siya papasa? Nakatalikod siya.
That's right. Look at the ball. Ito si Telomia may tangan ng bola. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pressure defense from the red shirts. Salva. Looking to pass, not even looking at the basket. Binigay kay Canaleta. This guy can get it off. He does, but it's too strong. Bakbakan sa rebound. Alulino, not ashamed or afraid to get into the lane and battle with the big guys. Goes to Justin Chua. Balik kay Jello, swing to Jeff.
Look at the way Jeff split that.
Oh, tapos binaba pa. But he missed that layup. Would have been spectacular.
Yan,
Kung
ganda sana.
napasok na yun.
Ganda ng lusot na yun.
Kasama sa top 5 drive sana yun kung napasok ni Jeff yun. Canaleta sets his feet. Bumitaw mula sa tres. And all it took was a split second na naiwan yung defender doon. Nakatref na agad si Canaleta.
5 points in the ball game right now. Coming off the bench. Under 2 minutes left dito sa ating first quarter.
Dinoble na ng Meralco ang score ng Phoenix. 26-13 ang talaan. Justin Chua with the left, it rolled out and Canaleta, the rebound once again. That's another thing that he brings para sa koponan.
Yeah, he can rebound. That's one thing he can do. He does rebound. Libre na naman.
Oo nga, napabayaan si Canaleta. Somebody missed that. Nakalimutan na si Canaleta yon. They both went towards the guard, Karam, the defenders, at nalibre na naman si Nino. 8 points all of a sudden. Lead is up to 16. Willie Wilson.
Lahat ng ginawa ni Nino, binawi niya lahat. 8 points na yata siya. O 7.
Dalawang veterano. Nagsasagutan dito. Willie Wilson and Canaleta. Very serviceable still at this stage of their careers. Tolomia kicks to the side. Not even looking to shoot si Nico Salva. 1 minute remaining in the period. Tolomia lost in momentarily. Nakabantay si Alulino. Tolomia steps back. Bumitaw mula sa tres, bitin. Rebound Justin Chua. Then check the clock, it says 45 seconds. Dehesa, who came in shooting and made a jumper. That's his second one of the game. Ito, tres, kanina long tulang.
40 seconds left. Enough time for possibly 2, maybe even 3 offensive plays depending on how fast they play. Pero yan ang pressure defense dyan ng Phoenix. Oh? Tapping the ball out.
Shades of Alaska Aces.
Exactly.
Diba?
Exactly.
But for obvious reasons nga, dahil nga si Coach Louie ang nakahandle dito sa Fuel Masters. He came in the off-season replacing Coach Ariel Vanguardia.
Got a couple of seconds to cross that line.
Naitawid na ni Cara. He'll go all the way up to the hoop, but
It's wild.
Oo eh. Nawala sa kanya yon, Jeff Chan. Kicks to the corner. Alulino not ashamed to hoist up that three. It's a miss, however. Matthew Wright hangs in the air. Andun ang depensa ng malaking mama si Balesteros. Perhaps rushed in too much on that play. So last second shot opportunity.
After the rebound, could have easily pulled it out, set up for your last shot. Now may foul to keep dito. May foul to keep ang Phoenix.
Let's see if they'll use it. They kick to the corner. Salva lets fly. That's a miss on the jumper, and the rebound taken of time expired. Matthew Wright.
Ooh.
Oh!
Pasok
Made
sana,
the shot
pero
from three-quarter court. It was way after the buzzer, but that's what Matthew Wright can do. Complaining that he might have been fouled on that last play when he hit the deck, but all for naught. 11-point lead para sa Meralco Bulls pagkatapos ng ating unang period, 29-18. Oh, Valentine's nga. Oh, meron pang rosas na ibinigay sa mga... Mami ba niya yan? Naka-Canada t-shirt eh. Malalaman natin mamaya. Pa-report natin kay Risa. We'll be back. You look at the rosters of these two teams, Dr. J. Each of them has a gunner. Si Nino Canaleta para sa Bulls, si Matthew Wright naman para sa Phoenix Fuel Masters. I doubt if they'll guard themselves, guard each other often, no? sa game na ito. Pero sila yung inaasahan talaga para bumukol mula sa labas, get some points on the board for their respective teams.
That's right. And that's right. That's rhyme.
That's right.
But anyway, you know, so far, medyo maayos talaga yung coming off the bench ni Nino Canileta because nasuporta niya yung nagawa ni Cliff Hodge pag-umpisa. No?
Second quarter na po tayo. Hatid sa atin ang Copra Energy Drink. May laban ka. Karam saw the opening kick to the corner.
Libre na naman.
Great setup, but Canaleta missed that one. JC Tal pinasok na ni Coach Louie. He gets the ball on the right side. He'll attack in the lane. Put it up. Asking for the foul once again. You know, can't do that anymore the way the game's played nowadays.
Saka pwersado yung tira mo because the defense was vertical, straight up.
Basta walang pito, laro lang.
Yes.
Colombia was asking for it. Salva, ibinigay. Itira. 50s ang hook shot. Ballesteros gets it. Out to Colombia. Nakanina pang inaantayan. Hindi rin.
So obviously, naubos na yung 3-point shooting niya. Sunod-sunod. A couple of outside shots here.
Willie, baseline J.
Yes, he's the one that's hot. He's got 9 points and he scored that all off Canileta.
Taking advantage. Alam niya kasi yung mga galaw ng defender niya. Knows when to take those shots. And Willie Wilson has always been a high percentage shooter. Canaleta to Tolomia. 7 seconds na lang natitira sa kanilang shot clock. Kick to Nico.
There he's open again.
There you go. Once again.
Wala
That's
na.
2 straight misses. Oh, nawala eh. Pero open na open yung dalawang yun. In fact, freer than the earlier ones.
Yeah, yung pulso niya talagang naubos na. And again, very poor defense here.
And the veteran just knows what to do. Si Willie Wilson. Lumugar siya agad doon. Hiningi niya yung bola. Palakpak. Sabay hingi. Nice entry pass.
Right now, naghahanap ng somebody to score ang Meralco dito because there is no scorer. Karam is not a scorer. Salva cannot score.
16-point lead na kanina. Ngayon, 7 na lang. Reese, anong kwento mo?
Charlie, kanina sinulat ni Coach Louie Ala sa coaching board niya, number 29. Kasi 29 points nga daw in the first quarter is very high at ang dami daw nun nilang give up because of their, of course, lack of intensity on defense. Again, he goes back to the reminder that he had with the Phoenix Fuel Master before the game started that the team standings does not reflect on how Meralco will actually play and their potential of winning this game. So the moment that they forget about that and they lose respect of the Meralco Bulls, ipagsisisihan daw nilang malaki at the end. Charlie.
But right now, they're playing better defense in this quarter. There, they force another turnover. Matthew Wright wants to finish. Gets it, but too strong. And on the rebound play, may foul na tatawagin.
Kontra kay Hugnatan siguro.
Si Reynel nga.
Experience ang ginawa niya doon.
And look who's in the ball game. He was activated dahil nga injured si LA Revilla. Mike Gamboa. Siga UP yan. UP Maroons, although he did play for the Eaglets in high school.
That's the reason why they activated him kasi nawala si LA, no?
Let's see if he can contribute. This guy knocks one down. 3 mula kay RJ Azul. At ang lamang na dati 16, ngayon 4 na lang para sa Meralco Bulls. Timeout, Meralco Bulls.
Predictions is going to be a tough matchup for us. Australia, obviously a favored team, a team that has a lot of experience, and I feel the first 2 games for the Philippines, even if we won it, we weren't at our best yet. I hope that by that time, when we play Australia in their home court, which will be doubly difficult to beat them, that will be, you know, better as a team, better, you know, hopefully there will not be any injuries. It's very difficult whenever you play not in your home court. The Australians can shoot, they're tall, they're big, so you basically need to perform your A+ game.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree tayo kay Papa Dom. Kasi number 1 nga sa region. In fact, number 10 in the world. So itong Australia, may mapapalaban talaga ang Gilas Pilipinas. Parang itong Meralco, napapalaban ngayon sa depensa ng Phoenix Fuel. Rushing back from 16 down to cut it to 4. Cliff Hodge reinserted into the game to provide some energy.
at saka binalik na rin si Newsome. And the shot clock is down to 2. I don't know if they know it. We're gonna get caught in it. Oh,
Lanete
tama.
do. Oh,
Nabitawan.
got it, ha?
Nabitawan. Eksakto.
You like the awareness mula kay Gabo eh. Pagtanggap niya, patira na siya eh.
Sabi ko, hindi na talaga makakatira dahil nasa kamay pa ni Hugnatan. No?
Maganda ron, tres pa napasok niya, Dok.
Well, ayun tinatawag na Hail Mary na lang yun. Di ba?
So that's his second three in the game. Gabo Lanete. Matthew Wright to the hoop. Ayaw talaga malaglag para kay Matthew Wright. Pero siya nalaglag on the hardcore. Time to go back to the line for 2 free throws. Just sacrificing his body para sa kanyang koponan. Reynald Hugnatan bewildered bakit siya natawagan ng foul doon. Ito yung tira, oh. Sakto, paubos na yung oras. Oy, pagbitaw na pagbitaw, tsaka nagpula yung backboard, Dok.
Yeah.
Sakto.
Maganda talaga yung camera shot na yun.
Oo.
Eksakto.
Free throws are brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. Matthew Wright, but he's been there a couple of times already. Sa game na ito, 7 puntos na para sa kanya. From St. Bonaventure University. Okay, dribblers, open your Moneyball apps. Ito na ang ating pangalawang Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question. Ano ang pinakamadalas gawin ni Nico Salva ng Meralco bago ang isang game? Number 1, kumain. Number 2, magdasal. Number 3, mag-Facebook. Pindot na.
Yung sa kong bata, sabihin mo yung sagot eh. Kung ako, sasagutin ko kagad, kumain ng fried chicken.
Yeah. Kailangan kumain. Huwag lang masado kasi baka masadong busog kapag naglaro. But you gotta eat for energy. Cliff Hodge eating up his defense.
He's got what? How many points? 11.
And brings the lead back up to 7. 34-27 ang ating score. Napatawag ng timeout si Coach Louie Alas. Well, for the team that's called Meralco, no, na energy provider, minsan walang energy guy para dito sa kanilang koponan. But then usually, when there is an energy guy, it's either of these two. It's Dillinger or Hodge. But as you said earlier, wala nga si Dillinger ngayon.
I don't
Hodge,
even think he's on the bench, so it has to be Hodge.
last game, medyo low-bat sila eh.
Yeah, and they only played little minutes. You can see that obviously they're injured or not in shape. Alam ko si Hodge after the third conference, nagpa-opera ito. So it took him quite a while to come back. Same as Ronnie Del, no?
But in this game, perfect from the line and from the field. 11 points total. Yan si JD. Sitting
So he's
behind the
there.
bench.
He's
Andun pala
behind
siya.
the bench pala na civilian na lang pala siya.
So no JD. Hopefully Hodge, gusto ni Coach Norman, pagpatuloy niya yung kanyang performance so far. Gamboa off the ball. Was fighting for it, but Hodge quicker to the floor. Up ahead to Baser. Meralco looking to stretch the lead. It's at 7. Newsome. Nabigay kay Gabo. And look at that.
Nahuli na naman niya si sumusugod, closing out. And he'll go to the free throw line, I think, on that attempt.
Looking to pass na eh. Si Gabo, pero nakita niya, tumalon yung defender.
Going to him, no?
That's right. Well, scorer ito. Scorer to si Garbo Lanete, so he knows what to do. And Matthew Wright was looking for a replay on the big screen. Eh. Pero kahit ba naman ni-replay yun at makitang iba dapat, tinatawag na. Lanete. 2 for 2 so far. May isa pa kasi 3-point land yung kanyang attempt.
Well, sometimes when you're closing out, you have to be careful. Because you can give up the foul. And of course, yung sinasabi natin, yung paa mo sa ilalim, mas mabigat yun dahil mauupo ka ng 3 minuto
That's
nun.
right. Baka ma-flagrant ka. Yung landing spot problem.
Yes.
Back to 10. Double-digit lead once again for the Bulls. 8 minutes and 7 remaining in the second. RJ Azul. Hand off to Matthew. Right, 8 points na sa laban na ito. He wants a couple more, but he can't get free. Napunta kay Intal. Intal Hodge ang bakbakan. Kick out to RJ Azul. Down to 2 seconds to shoot. What's Azul gonna do? Give it inside to Perkins.
Inabot ng 24-second shot clock violation.
At nasupalpal din naman siya. So, nothing on the offense for the Phoenix Fuel Masters. Dinikdik ng Meralco. Ang Phoenix on that play. Lead pass to Gabo. Can he go ahead of the pack and finish? Yes, he does. Andre Pagkaparan was looking for a whistle. Gabo Lanete on an 8-0 run by himself.
Personal.
8-0 run. Outscoring Phoenix.
Pero you have to give it to the guy who made that pass. Sakto yun.
Kasi
Sakto
nga,
yung pinasa sa kanya.
Ganda, ganda talaga.
Touchdown.
And a nice catch as well. So, we're fresh off Super Bowl Sunday.
Pasa ni Foles yun.
That's right. Well, just watch this fast break. Ang ganda talaga yun. Dalawa nakabantay, hindi na nakahabol. Kulang na lang helmet. Brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., the biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified. So sa bidding, ikaw ang bida.
Yeah, that was an illegal pick because he wiped out the guy that was going and fighting the pick.
Intal called for the personal. Jeff Chan is back in the game. Upo muna si
Perkins.
Oh, si Perkins. You know, you, at first glance, you see him from afar. You don't recognize
Kasi
Perkins.
pumayat no?
Oh, siguro. That's easily 20 pounds na nawala sa kanya.
Tsaka si Intal rin, pinalitan yata ni Willie Wilson, who is leading the Phoenix team in scoring.
That's right. Nahirapan pa rin si Baser. Oh, yun. Naabutan na ng 8 seconds. Baser was trying to call a timeout, pero yun na nga. Pagtingin ko sa shot clock, 16. Wala na talaga. 8 seconds na yun.
Good call by the referee.
And Baser knew it. Hindi na nagreklamo.
You know, Baser's game has really gone down from last year.
That's right.
I mean, he's not been aggressive at all. He's lost a lot of confidence. He's not even taking the shots that he normally takes. Now, of course, you can understand. Wala silang post player. Kaya wala silang, bully.
Newsome and right. And Newsome missing the layup.
He knew he was gonna miss because he double pumped it.
Yeah.
Instead of looking back, tumitingin siya ng tumitingin. Kung di ka tumitingin, i-concentrate ka lang na lumilay up.
Sasabihin ko na sana, Doc, ang ganda ng paggamit niya ng katawan niya para, para hindi na makahabol si Wright. But
ang layo ng takeoff niya, and he kept on looking back. That's why when he took off, he was still very far away from the basket.
Ball back with the fuel map turf, down 12. Perkins to the hoop. Nakuha niya yung strong side niya. He went to the left. First 2 points lamang para sa rookie out of De La Salle.
Jason Perkins. I think from Minnesota yata ito.
Solid yung laro niya sa D-League last season. Iba pa hairstyle niya, no? Naka-cornrows pa siya. Gabo wants 3 more. He gets it. Careful on Ether.
Pambira yung second quarter ni Gabo. 11 points in this quarter.
Ganun talaga. Strict shooter yan si Gabo. He had a couple of those types of games kung nasa NLEX pa siya na nag-best player of the game siya.
Yes.
But then he was shipped out. Willie Wilson, soft touch. Nakuha na naman yung 2 beses na yung ganyang klase, Doc. Yung patalbog-talbog tapos papasok.
When you're good, you're good. When you're lucky, you're also good. Oh, that's good.
That's even better. Look at that pressure once again. Matthew Wright is the one guarding Newsome sa backcourt. Yung assist natin, 11-4 in favor of Meralco. So they've been passing that ball around, looking for open shots. Newsome bounces back to Hodge. Fading away. No chance on that shot. Wala pang rebound doon. Wala nakaputi sa may kaliwa. Right, passes inside to Perkins. Saka medyo masikip yun. Baser gets it. He'll stop and pop. Get it off the glass. Baser, that was a pretty confident shot. John, di nag-hesitate si Baser doon.
He makes those kind of shots.
Look at that. Natamaan sa bibig.
Well,
Matthew Wright, we saw that.
Yeah, he charged himself into a phalanx of defenders and nag-foul dito si Jeff Chan para mahinto yung play dahil 5-on-4.
Perkins rushes back because he got it flat on the kisser. This is what happened. Panoorin natin the drive at sumabay. There's the bump and then Hodge upstairs.
Natamaan yata ng elbow to. Hindi kaya. Wala yun. Pagbagsak, wala pa rin.
Didn't see it there. Kung ano nangyari.
Ito, meron tayong announcement. Ayan.
Ayun, natawagan ng, nabigyan ng warning si Matthew Wright for resentment to a non-call. Was complaining that there should have been a whistle.
Kanyeleta, by the way, is back in the ball game. And he's there with Lanete.
Oo nga. So double barrel yan.
On the wing sila magkahiwalay sila Sabi ni Hodge, sali ako!
Sali ako!
Sali ako! Sali ako! Isa pala yata mintis dito si Hodge.
47-31, balik sa 16. It was 16, went down to 4, balik na naman sa 16.
Defense is the key there though.
And the lineup, no? Hindi nag-click yung lineup kanina ng Meralco when they lost that lead. And they brought in the guys who started, most of them at least. lumaki na agad ang kalamangan. Inside, Perkins was having a difficult time.
Kasi fumake pa siya eh. He allowed the defensive player to come and help block the shot. No?
Jeff Chan mag-inbound. He's yet to heat up sa laban na ito. Where would they be without Willie Wilson? Diba? Itong
Yeah.
Phoenix. Perkins, paikot-ikot. Di na niya makuha. One more time. Following his own shot.
Favorite pa naman niya yung kaliwang kamay. Naidiin
Karam,
niya.
di maka-inbound, Doc. Ayan na naman.
Hinawakan talaga niya.
May hawak eh.
I think it's on Mendoza holding on.
Abot ba yung dalawang yan? Bakit hindi na yata nag-abot sa San Beda, sila Nete at si JP Mendoza?
I really don't know. I don't know much about JP Mendoza until he came into the league. That's why I was really surprised at him being picked.
And they might have overlapped maybe a year. Not quite sure about that. But yeah, there's a bunch of San Beda, former San Beda university
dami,
players.
oo.
University na sila ngayon.
Yes. My greetings to Father Maranan, si Aloysius, yung kanilang rector. Know him. Nice pass. Oh, that's traveling.
No call. Well, ngayon may call. Foul pa ang tinawag. And Hodge gets another N1 opportunity. Well, you have to credit him for being aggressive, but you're right, Doc. Pwedeng nag-step siya before he started his dribble.
Like I said, he only has one miss so far in this ball game. Huh?
Tignan natin, ha? Op. Dribble na rin, pero
You know,
kind
but
of bit
how
close.
many steps? So,
Okay, that's a drive brought to us by United Auctioneers, Inc., the biggest auction company in the Philippines, ISO certified. Sa bidding, ikaw ang bida. So one miss from the line from Hodge after making his first three. Tapos, one miss na rin from the field, but still playing really well offensively sa laban na ito.
superb. I think he has more points than the minutes he has played on the floor, definitely.
Might be his highest output so far in this conference. We'll check that. Pero 16 na kanyang total. Jeff Chan takes it from three-point land. Got hit and missed the jumper on the play.
There's
Newsome and
Willie
Wilson. Look at
Wilson.
Wilson. The speed of a much younger man. They go to Doug.
Yes,
Puts
that's
it
going
up.
to be a
That's a
foul
miss.
on Canileta. And that'll mean free throw shots for Doug Kramer.
Yung ibang klase rin yung respeto talaga ng mga player kay Doug Kramer. You know, there was a shove after the basket. Cliff Hodge inadvertently ran into him. Hinawakan niya agad si Doug. Nag-sorry siya agad. Parang, I didn't mean that. Si Doug nakatingin lang sa kanya. Tough guy ito si Doug. Enjoying the way the game is being played. The referees allowing them to bang on it more. In fact, he tweeted a couple of days ago na kailangan matira-matibay dito sa PBA ngayon. The tough guys are doing really well, and I cannot agree more because Doug is enjoying what's going on, and he likes it that way. Free throws niya hatid sa atin ng smart. Be there like never before.
Couple of changes here. Matt Barakael seeing action for the first time. Pinalitan niya si Hodge. At si Mike Colomia bumalik ulit sa laro. Pinalitan naman sila Nete.
Well, Mac, he did play for that Phoenix franchise.
Oh, he's been a traveler. He played for Ginebra. He's been moving around for a
Alaska
while.
rin.
Wala nga siya mahanap talagang bahay.
Nag-NLEX din yan. Karam's jumper, normally knocks that down, pero wala yun. Nakuha ni Wilson ng rebound. 14 ang hinahabol ng Phoenix. They need some buckets. Only 3:18 remaining in the first half. Chan goes to Willie. Barakael, bantay sarado. Willie, sumugod, tumira. Pasok na naman! Willie Wilson.
What a game he's having.
15 puntos na para sa veterano.
What a game he's having. And they just have no answer. They have no defenders for him.
Tsaka yung mga tira niya, Doc, may sariling diskarte bukod sa setup na ginagawa ng mga teammates niya. So he's flashing the entire repertoire offensively. That's going to be an offensive foul on Mac Barakael.
Yes. And
Nahuli.
the Phoenix team is in a zone right now because they know Karam cannot make shots. And they're challenging Newsome to make shots. So they go into a zone, make it difficult. And the only guy that they're really focused on very much is Canileta. Because that's the guy they're scared of.
And tumahimik na rin si Nino after an early offensive burst. Alolino. Against the smaller Karam, parang nanggigigil si Alolino. He missed the shot and on the rebound, dami mga banggaan at paluan doon. May pito ang ating referee, si referee Riante.
Karam with his first foul. Now both teams have 5 team fouls apiece, so they'll be both in the penalty with 2:36 left in the second quarter.
Doug came out para tanggapin ang bola. Balik kay Jeff Chan. Jeff will make his move. Oh!
lusot na eh, no?
Exactly.
And that's why he bangs the ball and he said, lusot na ako eh.
Sure na yun. Okay, dribblers, ang tamang sagot sa ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question ay number 2. Magdasal. Yun ang madalas gawin ni Nico Salva bago maglaro.
Mabuting bata.
Yun.
Saka nakapagdasal na ba kayo? Ash Wednesday ngayon.
That's right.
Meron pang misa mamaya.
For Roman Catholics, it's the start of the Lenten season. So, oras na magpakabanal.
It's gonna be, well, sa April, ano na kaagad, no? The Holy Thursday, Good Friday is the first week of April. No?
Semana Santa, babiyahin na naman lahat ng mga kababayan natin.
Nice pass.
That's the great pass. And Karam, do what to do.
Ang ganda ng bigay ni Tolong. He really drew all the defense to him.
Well, most of the players na pinapasok ni Coach Norman Black have been answering the ball. Oh.
Andrew should really be answering. Dog, medyo malakas and good follow-up there by Mendoza.
We were talking about it kanina nung nadadala ni JB Mendoza.
Yeah,
Defense and
yeah.
offensive rebound.
Oh, that looked like a pass to a 7-footer.
Buti na lang, mahaba yung mga arms dito si Canaleta at na-field niya yun.
Ano si Newsom may ganun talaga. Yung mga sometimes na hindi mo maintindihan na pasa na nagagawa niya. We've seen
That's
that
true.
through his years.
Tama yun.
Meron siya mga out of the blues na meron hindi natural na pass eh.
Pwede nang gawa ng compilation yun, di ba?
Simple lang, bibigyan mo ng taong.
Nakuha sa poste ni Canaleta. He lost the ball, hit his thigh bago.
And that actually is not a good play against the zone because everybody is cramped up in the middle. There's no advantage there.
Some changes.
Yeah, inalis si Karam at saka si Newsom. Bumalik dito, sino to? Si
Baser.
Baser. Saka si Hodge.
That's right. Steve Hodge back in the game.
Kasi medyo babantayan na si Wilson.
They go inside to JP. One bump. Uy!
Traveling.
Aerial skirmish between Mendoza and Baracael. Medyo nagkagirian ng konti but
Tumalon siya, then he backed off. Remember, he caught the ball up when his back turned. That was referee Jimmy Mariano. By the way, birthday niya kahapon, sinabi sa akin kanina.
si referee
Yes,
Jim. Okay.
Jimmy. Sabi ko, paano yan?
Oo nga, ganun na lang ba yun?
Oh, binilam nyo, birthday. Paano yan?
Well, speaking of birthdays, as Colombia hits another 3. Uy, nag-uulan ng 3 itong Meralco Bulls. So nakakarami na sila. 7 3-pointers already made here in the first half. Birthday ngayon ni Lethal Weapon.
Okay, Paul Lee.
Oh, happy birthday, Paul.
Paul Lee, paano yan?
Yun,
Bukas naman si James.
James Yap.
Our good friend. Paano yan? Tapos,
Ganun na lang eh.
Friday, birthday ng aking pinakamamahal. Ang asawa ko si Erin.
Ayan. Advance, happy birthday.
Kaya nga hindi tayo magtatrabaho ng
Mrs.
araw
J,
na yun.
Mrs. J. Colombia on the move. Scoops it up. Hindi lang niya nakuha yun. Doug Kramer the rebound.
One of his few misses on the penetration.
Last second shot opportunity para sa Phoenix ito. They'll be trailing at the half. By how many, we'll find out.
No fouls to give on the part here of Meralco. So Jeff is holding it. Maantay ng high pick and roll yan. Sabay titira o sasaks. Oh, ganda. And that's gonna be a foul on Cañaleta. Ang ganda na naman ng seal ni Wilson.
Kala mo big man eh. Kala mo kung mga 6'5 to si Willie Wilson, pwedeng solid post player, sentro. Because he can do it at his height. He's about 6'1".
Now, 4.2 seconds, medyo maaga yun. So may tira pa rin ng Meralco. Oh, but he missed the first free throw.
Short on the first one. Ito yung seal. Kita-kita doon sa ilalim. And Canaleta, the much bigger man, was trying to climb over him. Pretty good pass as well from Jeff Chan. If no foul was called there, Wilson probably would have gotten the layup anyway. Sinks the second, 4.2.
May tira pa yan if they can get an... O kung maagawan yan, pwede rin mahatirahan sila ng Phoenix yan. Kasi may pressure defense dito ang Phoenix. Eh.
Here's the pass to Hodge. He'll take it from half court. Oh, muntik pa para kay Cliff Hodge. Low five between Hodge and Jeff Chan. Well, hard-fought first half between these two teams. Although Meralco really just hitting more field goals compared to Phoenix, and especially from Rainbow County, nakapitong 3-pointer na nga ang Meralco Bulls. Panoorin natin itong power move from Cliff Hodge. Atin sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. Tunay na lakas ang ating score. 54, Meralco 40. for Phoenix. Halftime break muna tayo. Magbabalik kami ni Dr. J maya-maya. Our score 54-40, 14-point lead. Para sa Meralco Bulls, they shot the lights out. 8 3-pointers in that first half. At ang taas ng kanilang field goal percentage. Kaya naman lamang sila ng double digits, Doc.
And they had better field goal percentage. Almost all department except the rebounding, medyo lamang sila. Pero ang laking bagay yung 3-point shooting nila. And we're gonna see that that's +6 from 3-point territory. So that's already 18 points. The assist is +11. Sa rebounds, talo sila. Double up ang Phoenix over them with 9 offensive rebounds and turnover points. Masama rin yung para sa turnovers ng Phoenix, 10.
That's right.
Wherein Meralco scored 17 points. Mabigat yun.
And yung mabigat talaga, si Willie Wilson para sa Phoenix, siya naka-16. Pero yung kasama niya, kulang-kulang pa. Wala pang 10 si Matthew Wright. Kabilang panig naman. Hodge and Lanete really played well offensively. And Canaleta had that 8-point burst. Sunod-sunod yun. Tulong niya with 7. Third quarter is underway, brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka?
Pero siguro rin makikita natin ng Phoenix, mabigat ang depensa kay Newsom at saka kay Amer. So, the other guys are the ones that are picking up. No? Katulad yan, libre na naman, pero malakas ngayon. Good rebounder by Doug Kramer.
The fives on the floor. Ito rin yata ng mga nag-start kanina, all 5 on both teams. Azul goes around the screen, gives it to the baseline jumper. Doug Kramer knocks it down.
Well, naka-help defense kaagad doon si Hugnatan. So when he tried to recover, he was already late for the short corner shot. It's going to be a holding foul on Perkins.
Fouls Cliff Hodge. Cliff Hodge has been an offensive threat in this game.
Yeah, only 1 miss. And also 1 miss from the free throw line,
That's right.
too.
It's with Newsom. Si Newsom, 3 points pa lang. Hodge, umiwas sa depensa.
Had a great chance for a 3-point play, but a good bang there by Dog, making sure that he has no 3-point play opportunity.
Mini huddles going on the court.
Well, they're talking about that high pick and roll. Paano natin lalabanan? Because we're also scared of the guy with possession of the ball. He might drive straight. In this case, it was Newsom. Now, if we've close out on him with a big guy, somebody's got to help. And the second miss from the free throw line for Hodge, obviously not one of his strengths.
That's
no?
right. And that one was way off. Yung unang tira na yon. Cliff Hodge, Ridley, Tiger. He's a Ridley Tiger. Doon siya nag-aaral sa Ridley. Matthew Wright, they're looking for more production mula rito sa second-year man. Perkins decides to take it. Couldn't go anywhere. Pabandang stress for Jason.
And that was a 3-point shot. So that lead has been cut down to 10.
Newsom dribbled into trouble at the corner. Had to go out to Hodge, who lost it momentarily. Kinitsa na lang Mintis. So Mintis rin. A second miss from the field for Cliff Hodge. At the best start offensively para sa Meralco Bulls. And Azul saw the opening. Hindi lang niya nakakompleto yun. Another offensive rebound from Phoenix. A fresh 14 para sa kanila. Si Matthew naman ang didiskarte. Puts it up. Gets it to go. Chance for a 3-point play for Matthew Wright.
And that's going to be the third personal foul now of Newsom.
Hugnatan, inupo na ni Coach Norman Black as he sends in Jason Ballesteros. Look at that shot. Nice balance kahit na may bangga. The great shooters and scorers are like that. No? Alam nila pa paano makuha yung balance kahit binangga na sila.
And they are probably anticipating. Dahil alam niya, agresibong dumipensa ito si Newsom. So if the guy's gonna foul me, I'm going to be ready to get that shot off with good balance.
Problem is he missed the bonus free throw, but the lead is 8 for Meralco.
Very aggressive ang pressure defense dito ng Phoenix.
Hodge
Libre si Amer.
took the shot immediately, in and out. That would have done a lot for him kung pumasok yun.
Yeah, he's the guy that's really been struggling for them in this conference.
And then Azul sumagot naman sa kabila. And Amer was going under that screen. Naiwan siya, saglit na saglit lang. Natira na siya agad And the lead is down to 5. Nice start for Phoenix. 10 points already in the quarter. Timeout. Si Baser Amer, well, not having the best conference, as you said earlier, Dr. J, but he is one of the league leaders assists. Pero kontra sa NLEX, wala siya na ibigay na assist kahit isa.
Yeah, you know, so obviously his game has gone down. 3 turnovers in that ball game. 14 points is not bad. I think that might be one of your high in this conference
Tama.
because he's not really been scoring in this conference.
He's averaging 11 points a game. But yung percentage ng shooting niya bumaba talaga. And then yung assist to turnover ratio niya last game was horrible. Rebound play. Perkins is on the floor. Teammates pick him up. There's a loose ball foul. Tatawagin. It's Jason Ballesteros. His first. His coach Norman Black. You know, I mean, medyo accepted na ng Meralco Bots na medyo hirap talaga sila sa Philippine Cup. But the 3-game losing streak they just went through was pretty tough to handle.
Well, they accept that because of the fact that karamihan ng kanilang mga important players are all out.
Yeah.
You're talking about
Naku.
medyo umaangal na naman si Wright.
Offensive foul kasi tinawag kontra sa kanya. This is third. And uminit ang ulo niya. Remember, he had a warning earlier.
Yeah, it's a good thing hindi siya binigyan ng T ng referee. Kaya inaawat siya ng kanyang mga kakampi. Hey, good. You know, the guy was there ready. So, naka-establish na position ni Hodge. Specialty ni Hodge yan.
Well, that's something na kailangan mag-adjust si Matthew Wright. No? Dahil umiba nga yung mga tawagan from his first season into this second season. And he'll need to adapt. Tolomia kick out to Hodge. Quick swing to Baser. That's a 3 if it goes. Yes, it does. For Baser Amer.
Well, they still trust him because nakita mo, binigay ka agad ni Hodge yung bola. No? Even though Hodge already made 1 3-point shot in the first half.
And you like the way Baser just took that shot. Walang hesitation. That's a miss from Perkins. And Hodge, another rebound.
Under control na rin siya, no? You thought he was gonna push it all
Tama,
the way
tama.
out. But there are 4 red shirts on the backcourt already.
Yun ang sasabihin ko eh. Mukhang siya na rin magdadala. Ako biglang pinulot at binigay sa gwardiya. Baser Amer is bumped inadvertently by JP Mendoza. So that's a foul on Mendoza. Pangalawa niya yan. Riza, may kwento ka?
Charlie, in that last huddle, special mention ni Coach Norman Black, si RJ Azul has been milking the pick and roll plays. Ang sabi niya, no safe lead in this game and we should already have learned that lesson coming off the loss from NLEX Road Warriors. Charlie.
And even earlier in this game, kasi 16-point lead, binaba na nga ng 4 very quickly noong second period. So, really can't rest against a very relentless and tough Phoenix squad. Kramer, the quick swing to Azul. Ayun, yung sinasabi, napabayaan, hindi na pumasok. And swinerte ang Meralco sa play na yon.
Double foul called against Perkins and Cliff Hodge. That's gonna result in a jump ball at the center court because it was a loose ball, no
Right.
possession to any clear possession to which team.
Panoorin natin, look at Perkins and Hodge.
Well, girian dito, medyo naka-arm lock.
Oh,
WWE.
mali sport. Hindi pwede yan dito. Bawal. Perkins and Ballesteros will jump it up. Ballesteros with the height advantage. And he does tap it, but it goes to the wrong team. Perkins walang mapuntahan. Balik kay Wright. 6 seconds to shoot. Anong gagawin ni Matthew? Swings it over to Perkins. Quick slide to Azul. One fake down to Perkins.
Ay,
Naubusan
nako.
ng oras. A case of overpassing. Reluctance to shoot sa parte ng Phoenix Fuel after na resulta turnover.
Alam ni Azul siya may kasalanan. Siya ang libre na eh. Para niya ibigay pa yun, alanganin na masyado sa oras.
If you look at most of the guys on the bench, mga team officials, yun, nakita natin yung ashes sa kanilang mga noo. There is a Eucharistic minister who is here at the Coliseum administering the ashes. Kramer called for his third. Gabo Lanete, who had an offensive outburst sa first half. Eh, may pagkakataon ni dagdagan yung kanyang output. This is a smart move brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. Gabo, best game so far.
So far. But you know, you have to translate it into a victory. Katulad ng binanggit mo, Salva had 20 points. His best game probably in his career in the PBA.
Possibly.
But they
Oo.
lost.
Exactly.
So it doesn't mean anything.
Eh, maraming makakalimutan ng tao yun eh, di ba? Yung
They don't
20
even
points more.
remember that. They don't remember who's second place in many instances.
That's right.
Oop.
Oh, the Kramer, ball was on the floor. And as usual,
Who's
Cliff
there?
Hodge, so ando na naman eh. Parang, but they throw it right back. JP Mendoza, another hustle guy. You know, same mold yan eh. Si JP Mendoza, parang mala Cliff Hodge rin yan eh.
Yeah. And that's why they got him.
Matthew Wright, hirap na hirap makadiskarte in this game. It hasn't been easy at all for him. Momentarily open, couldn't make them pay. Ballester off the rebound. He got 5 boards in the game. Baser Amer volleyballs into himself, but hindi niya na-clear Matthew Wright with the block. So volleyball block yun.
You're no longer in the collegiate league. You know, you make passes like that in the pro league. More often than not, maaagawan ka.
That's right.
And they'll be going the other way.
No lazy passes. No, kailangan
They'll be going the other
pinpoint.
way. You know, you talk about all the teams.
Cliff Hodge.
There's gonna be a loose ball foul on Wright, I think. Yeah, hinawakan niya si Ballesteros who was following Cliff Hodge to the basket.
At ang nivel ng frustration ni Matthew Wright just went up another level as he grabbed his head. He's going down. And Coach Louie Alaf tells him, bumalik ka. Hindi naman ikaw nilalabas ko eh. Ba't ka pupunta rito?
Ang pinalit si Dog Kramer.
That's right. Dribblers ang ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball best player of the game, I see. Lael Tandok. Good news, just for today until Sunday. Mamibigay ang Phoenix Pulse Technology ng GCs for every winner of Moneyball. So may GCs itong si Lael Tandok. Oh, Matthew Wright with the left hand. He missed it on the rebound, crashing the boards. JC Intal at nabangga siya. And looks like si Intal naman ang tutungo sa linya para sa dalawang free throw. And look at the Coach Louie Alas. Tinatawag niya si Matthew Wright. He wants to get him cool and calm and composed. Kung kailangan niya yan, if they want to come back in this game and have a chance to win, Matthew Wright kailangan kasama dun sa eksena. Ito rin, JC Intal has had a subpar conference. Free throws ni JC at sa atin ang smart. Be there like never before. Two for two. Lead is back to single digits. Shamyan. Ballesteros on the outside. Nabigay niya kay Karam. Karam. Swinerte dahil natapik ni Willie Wilson palabas. Had gone up into the air with nowhere to go. Tolomia, a solid game, but there's Ballesteros just shoving Jeff Chan out of the way, and that was
Clearly not needed.
unnecessary yun talaga.
Wala na eh. The guy had already passed him. The guy was gonna get the pass already. You know, it's just what you say that this guy is a borderline PBA player. He's tall. He's been around for a while, but really the talent is just very limited. No?
He's managed to stick around. Palipat-lipat rin ang team yan, si Jason Ballesteros. Probably this must be about 15 probably. Ito si Willie Wilson, nakabantay sa kanya, hugnatan. JC Intal will approach, lost his footing, kick it out to Matthew Wright. Wright have to do something quickly, only 3 seconds to go. Goes up, gets the basket. At pagkakataon na naman maka 3-point play. A while ago, he missed the bonus free throw, but you like the way he's becoming more aggressive now. And Coach Louie Alas's words a while ago really kept him in focus.
Yeah, it also gives you a little confidence that yung tendency of players talaga pag nangyayari yun, yung para bang dumidepensa ka at nalusutan ka, gusto mong pumalo. And more often than not, doon ka tatawagan ng foul because you're only supposed to challenge up to a certain extent.
Right.
You're not supposed to be trying to stop the ball out or block a shot, especially if you're smaller than the guy throwing up the ball against you.
But slowly but surely, Phoenix is coming back in this game. It's down to just 6. They need to make a few more stops. Ito si Gabriel Aneta na ang init ng kamay ngayon. Pero 3 to shoot, anong gagawin ni Gabo? Ngayon na naman, kanina nakapasok siya ng isa. Can he do it again? No, that's a miss. JC Intal, power rebound. Jeff Chan, tahimik na tahimik sa laban na ito. 0 points. Di pa nakakascore si Jeff. Intal wants 3. That's a miss. He followed his own shot. Alam niya na mag-mimitis. Nobody blocked him out. Good result para kay JC. All the way from 3-point line. Magagalit yung coach mo pag ganun. Apat na lang. Ulit ha. This happened already in the first half. From 16 down to 4. It happens again now. But last time that happened, Meralco went on a 10-0 run, I think. Para ibalik sa double digits. Ito yung tira, Doc. Oh. Alam na niya. Tingnan nyo. Andun na si JC bigla. Kamimitis na niya. Andun na siya ulit. High sa tibay rebound yan. Brought to us by Eagle Cement. High sa tibay. And you know, you talk about JC Intal, and when Nico Salva was at Ateneo, people were comparing him to JC Intal. Parang pareho yung role nila during their stints at Ateneo.
Yeah, ang iba pa is Nico Salva has 5 championships.
Yeah,
JC did not have one.
That's right. Batangas City ang bakbakan sa Sabado. Alaska, San Miguel Beer. Ang ganda naman ng matchup na yan. 5 p.m. po sa Batangas City Sports Coliseum. Alae, manood na kayo. Calvin Abueva, Arwin Santos, yung mga Kapampangan magbabakbakan doon. Walang kababayan doon. Bakbakan yung dalawang yan, sigurado. It's a family affair here on Valentine's Day at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. It's a 17-7 quarter so far. Plus 10 ang Phoenix. What's going on?
They can only have one guy come in. They were trying to get 2 players to come in after that 30-second timeout. Pero medyo nahuli na yung dating nun. And at the same time, you can only have one come in. No?
So na-warningan sila, delay of the game. So kailangan, kung dikit to sa dulo, kailangan maalala mo na may delay of the game ka na. Tolomia, ganda ng laro nito nung first half. Anong diskarte niya rito? Out to Hodge, that's a 3. He made one earlier, but that's a miss, and Matthew Wright gets the rebound. Slowly but surely heating up si Matthew Wright. He'll go all the way. Get the basket once again! Foul counted na naman para kay Mr. Wright. You know he was gonna get his points sooner or later, Doc.
Yeah, because you just don't have a rim protector at all. And if they can beat the guy, the defender, right in front of him, they're not gonna stop him.
And then a screen ni Willie Wilson
Yeah.
just to get the defender step back.
Wala talagang bench itong Meralco Bots. With the absence of Ranidel and today the absence of Jared. When they go to their bench, they really have very little offensive firepower at all.
Free throw was brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before, and the lead is just 1. 1 point na lang ang lamang ng Meralco. 16 points na para kay Matthew Wright. So he's doubled his output already from that first half. Nakawalo lang siya ron. And we're only in the third period with 4:43 remaining. In an entire 12 minutes sa fourth quarter at Jimmy Mariano didn't like the way Wilson was bodying up. He's gonna get called for a foul. Of course, he'll laugh at that and say, hey, ano ba naman yan?
Both teams are in the penalty situation. Early, with 4:39 left in this quarter.
Grabe yung bakbakan dito Physical ang labanan, Dr. J. Between these two teams.
And they're playing small lineup because they're almost exactly the same kind of team. They're a small lineup team. That's why they have to rely on their power forwards and small forwards to do the rebounding and defending.
Coach Norman on your screens a while ago as he watches Newsom make a basket. Jeff Chan, no basket yet in this game and no foul.
Balibag kasi ang tapon ni Jeff.
He doesn't want to believe it.
He was trying to create the contact by banging into the defender.
So still nothing on the board for the Gunner who just celebrated his birthday a few days ago.
February rin yata nga ito. I had the chance to work with him. Marami pala tayong February.
Hugdatan and Wilson. We're jostling for position dun sa poste. And Wilson na naman yan. So, gaya ng sinabi ni Doc, penalty na. So, automatic free throws para kay Reynel Hugnatan. Si Reynel Hugnatan, he's tried out several hairdos Mula nung pumasok siya dito sa PBA, meron time na clean cut siya, medyo nagpakalbo, may time na cornrows yan, naka-ponytail, ngayon nakalaylay na ganyan na may headband. Looks like he came straight out of a movie. Di ba? Ito si Reyna Lugnatan. Alam mo yung may wood carving na ganyan eh. Pwede may hawak na usa sa balikat niya eh.
Matagal na itong kanyang hairdo na ito.
Medyo nag-stick yan, Doc. Swerte sa kanya, pumapasok yung mga tres niya sa finals eh.
Niya,
Brings the lead back up to 5. It was gone down to just 1. Jeff Chan still looking for some points. Go to Willie Wilson. 15-foot jumper. Doesn't get that to go. Somebody was pushed underneath. Jeff Chan can't get it to fall. Pero another offensive rebound para sa Phoenix. And they're creating opportunities for themselves. Yun yung gusto niya. Ayaw niya sa ilalim. Gusto niya 3-point land. That's Jeff Chan country. And the bench erupts sapagkat they know this could be the start of the sniping of Jeff Chan. Labas kay Reynel. Pass goes to Newsom, 7 to shoot. Nahanap si Reynel, nakuha niya. Baseline jumper. No go. Rebound play, Colombia.
Yan ginawa ni Intel on one end. Nagawa naman ni Colombia dito. Although he was not the one who took the shot. Hindi rin siya na-box out ng mga small men. No?
Impressive leap from Colombia to gently tap that one in. Jeff kicks to Willie. To JC who was on the floor. Tumayo. Wala yung tira. Reynel Lugnatan standstill rebound. And he gets hit.
Well, that's a big break for him because he'll go to the free throw line again. But he made the effort to get that defensive rebound. He had to come from a long way out to get that rebound.
Check out this play kay Jeff Chan. Late lang ng konti itong challenge ni Reynel Lugnatan. Here's the one of Colombia. One hand tip in. Still perfect from the line. Lugnatan, 4-3. Yes, Coach Louie. From the basketball family. Di ba? Puro player yung mga bata. Of course, Coach Louie did play as well.
Jello Alodino, by the way, is on the floor. Match up against Baseramer.
JC Intal tries again. Still can't get it mula sa 3-point land. Nakitolomia na naman. Umangat na sa 6 ulit ang lamang ng Meralco. Gusto bang dagdagan? Colombia looking to attack. He'll spin in the lane. Whoa! Ganda nung paiwas niya ron. Pero hindi pumasok ang hook shot. And Wilson comes down with the rebound. On the move, Alolino. Flips it up in the lane. Can't get it once again. Canaleta, binalik na rin. Ni Coach Norman Black. And they need something from him on this unit. He had 8 in the first half. Kay Newsom ang bola. 10 seconds na lang natitira sa shot clock ng Meralco. Newsom, didiskarte. Binigay kay Reynel. Bumato ng 3 mintis. Jeff Chan rebound. Oh, nice lead pass to Willie Wilson. What a beautiful completion. Parang may mga football play tayo rito. Kanina for Gargola Nete. And ngayon naman para kay Willie Wilson, who's got 18 points in the game. Beautiful pass, threading the needle. Ito si Jeff Chan. Basher to Hugnata. He will not stop shooting. Nagmintis Canaleta the offensive rebound. Tinamaan siya. Si Canaleta naman ang pupunta sa linya for 2 free throws. And Phoenix is really shooting itself in the foot with all these fouls that they're committing.
Yeah, because they're in the penalty.
Ito yung pasado. Ang ganda talaga. Nakita niya through all that traffic. Magic Johnson. Nakuha naman ni Willie Wilson. Cuts the lead down to 4 with that layup. Meralco still ahead. Dr. J, what a game mula kay Willie Wilson, ang veteranong forward ni Coach Louie Alas. And this is the first time. We've seen him do this before, but grabe yung pinakikita niyang offensive repertoire niyan sa game na ito.
Yeah, and you know, he probably felt good because earlier some of his shots, they were tight shots. You know, can go in that, cannot. But it fell for him. So lalo siya naging kumpiyansado. Yung mga jump hook niya, yung mga tira niya close around the basket.
5 rebounds as well to go with 18 points for the former De La Salle University standout who's made a career here in the PBA at 38 years old. Nandiyan pa rin siya. Yan yung standings natin, pinakita natin kanina yan.
Yeah. Right now, San Miguel is on top, but only half a game ahead of 2 teams kasi 8 games pa lang sila.
That's right.
No? Then Magnolia and Alaska tie. Rain or Shine is in good stead already because they're 5, but with only 3 losses. Tapos yung Index, yung Barangay Inebra, 5-4.
That's
Phoenix
where
likes
Phoenix wants to get.
yeah. But if they fall down, they still have 2 games to go. But they're also, you know, it's not something that like a give-me game.
That's
Global Port and Blackwater yata yung kalaban nila. You know?
That's right.
So it's not gonna be easy either.
Ito yung galaw kanina ni Matthew, right? Power move ng quarter ito brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. Tunay na lakas.
That was a foul by Hugnatan who challenged him at the basket.
Canaleta, mintis dun sa pangalawang free throw. So 5 lamang ng kanyang koponan. A minute and a half na lang ang natitira. Third period po tayo. First game pa lang ito ng ating Wednesday double header. Meron tayong Global Port TNT pa mamaya. It hits Hazul's. Hindi ba?
No.
O, Canaletas.
And that's why he let it go. Kundi hahabulin niya yun eh. Aabutan niya yun actually. He was just shielding off any white shirts from coming and picking up the ball. Kung may mapilis doon, baka maliapang ka pa sa the other end.
At the post, Jeff Chan. He misses, pero siya naman ang na-foul at napupunta siya sa linya.
That's a good play because it was a ring around play and then the cut from the baseline, weak side baseline, and then pass na kaagad. Ay, mahirap rin bantayan sa ilalim yan dahil marami rin fake yan. Saka marami rin tira sa ilalim yan.
Si Jeff Chan, well, has really expanded yung kanyang offensive game. Mula nang pumasok siya, was almost strictly a jump shooter. Pero ngayon, may mga drive na siya, pumuposte na rin yan. And he's got 5 points sa ating laro, all here in the third period.
Magaling pa pumasa yan si Jeff.
Well, as he showed a while ago, yung lead pass niya kay Willie Wilson. And he's good on the entry passes as well. Tolomia, open lane, contact. Couldn't finish, napunta kay Canaleta ang bola. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang shot clock. Amer.
Man, really, his game is really almost gone, his offense. No? I mean, dati, automatic yan last conference. That's
Jason
gonna be a
Perkins,
foul.
oh, parang mama talaga. Ito si Jay, what he is. No? He's a rookie at the 26.
Shooting 2 is Jason Perkins.
Back to the line with only 52.6 remaining in the third period. I think Perkins has started every game for Phoenix. Yung kanyang dating kakampi naman na si Julian Sargent, halos panay din ang start para sa Global
Well,
Port.
nahanap ni Pido Harencio yung kombinasyon because Sargent is an all-around role player, defender, rebounder. So hindi niya kailangan yung kanyang starting point guard. So the role is good for him. No?
Itong kanilang superstar naman doon sa De La Salle team na yun, si Jeron Teng. Comes off the bench most of the time para kay Coach Alex Compton, but has shown that he can really thrive dito sa PBA with his style of play. Newsom, huling-huli.
I don't know. That's what we're talking about. He makes passes like that.
Tapos stop and pop. 3 from RJ Azulda, humihingi pa ng bonus free throw. He's got 9 in the ball game, and Phoenix has grabbed the lead here in the third period. Hodge straight to the hoop, and he bumps into Wilson.
And he got hurt again. He got hurt on his
He's
knees.
knocking on the hard court. Never a good sight. Ayan, no?
That is the problem also in this conference. A lot of players have been hurt. Remember when I said Alaska was on a roll when they were all healthy na? And then all of a sudden last game, Banchero got hurt early.
That's right.
So hindi na naman sila healthy. I don't know if he's going to come back soon. But this guy looked like he got hit on the knee and the calf.
But your hope is just a bump. Because si Cliff Hodge, past couple of seasons, marami ng injuries na kailangan gamutin at ayusin.
But that guy's tough.
Oh, talaga. Mula nung rookie yan, di ba? He and Calvin Abueva brought in an element of hustle and energy as they came in together as rookies. Let's watch what happened.
You see here, Ganda pasa, magandang tulong ni Wilson, but he bumps
Yun,
him.
boom.
Knee
Yun na
to
yun
knee.
Oh, yun na yun eh.
I don't think I really wanted to hurt him. But ito, if he cannot take the free throws, he cannot come back anymore. Di ba? Yan pa rin ang rule natin.
And he gets up slowly.
Because he has to take the free throws. No? And remember, he has
Trying
missed
to-
already 2 free throws. So medyo nag-iisip rin siya.
Actually, Doc, I'm trying to recall, parang na-explain sa atin ni then OIC Willie Marshall na ngayon commissioner na,
No.
na pwede yata after 3 minutes of sitting out
To come back.
to come back.
But
Oh.
I wasn't there.
Oh.
That day I
Oh,
wasn't there.
kaya-
Sinabi niya,
kaya ka naisip ko eh.
binibiro pa niya ako eh. Alam ko lang wala ka, hindi pinospone ko na. Hindi
Yeah.
ko alam eh. Hindi ko na maalam magkaka-meeting ka. Meron talaga akong lakad eh.
So let's see if they'll force him to take the free throws or sit him down for a few minutes just to recover. But either way, a timeout has been called. Kasi may buzzer na eh. Wala ba? Walang timeout. Okay. Officials timeout lang ito.
And they're telling them it's time. Tapos na yung officials time out.
So it's either you shoot now or send somebody in para tumira.
And they give a low five to each other. Because you could see na hindi naman gusto yung saktan ni Willie yun. He was going to, mangaharang
Saka
talaga siya.
defensive stance naman to.
Yeah. And he might foul him if he had to foul him. But he was not going to hurt him. No?
Willie Wilson in this game, 18 points but 3 fouls already. There's another miss from Cliff Hodge mula sa stripe.
Yeah, I don't think you can make any movement after this. And they cannot give up a foul just like that because they'll send somebody to the free throw line.
Tama.
They're in penalty also.
Kanina pa.
And that's going to be long. Wala na. Now he's going to foul. Ooh.
Nabangga pa siya ni Perkins. And now a foul is called on Chris Newsom. Penalty situation. That's going to send Phoenix to the line.
Yeah, Norman is pissed off. Will not happy with them because why did Newsom have to be the one to give up the foul? Because that's his fault. There were guys like Baser, there were guys like Lanete, and they were not giving up the fouls.
Now Ballesteros pumasok na para palitan si Cliff Hodge, who really looks hobbled habang kinakarga siya ng kanyang mga inalalayan siya papunta sa bench. And we hope it's nothing serious. We will get a report
And the injured
shortly.
get more injured.
As the active roster gets shorter, the injured list gets longer para sa Meralco Bolts. Has been almost a disastrous conference para sa kanila.
Well, it's been that way for them in the all-Filipino. They've had nothing, for the last 2 years. Dillinger has hardly played for them for the last 3 all-Filipino conferences. Always injured.
Tapos meron pang ganyan na si RJ Azul. Siya naman, it's his time to shine. Back-to-back threes for RJ. And that last second heave from Meralco is a no-go. Phoenix turns it around in quarter number 3 after being down by 14. They score 35 points in the third period. Against the 16 of Meralco, lamang na ng 5 ang Phoenix Fuel.
Side ball screen. Side ball screen. The 4 of you guys, side ball screen. You switch. Kay RJ, no. Kay RJ, we RJ, swing. Swing lang tayo. Okay?
Well, we were talking about the Gunners earlier, Dr. J. Si Canaleta at si Matthew Wright. Ganda ng mga numero nila overall averages, but in that third period, Matthew Wright went to work. And he got the points that counted, bringing Phoenix back and taking the lead.
And si Canileta naman has tapered off. After 8 points in the first quarter, he was only 1 more.
Matthew Wright, bukod sa 16 points siya, which is just about his average with a quarter to go. May 8 rebounds rin siya nakuha. So this guy, nakakatulong talaga sa iba't ibang aspeto. Hindi lang scoring ang nagagawa ni Matthew Wright. But right now, he's on the bench. Canaleta naman 9 points and 4 rebounds. Just 1 free throw in the third period. 8 points na yan ng first half. 4 rebounds naman ang kanyang nag-contribute. Last quarter na po natin ito. Brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. May lamang ka. Hazuldo was the one who put the finishing touches. It was a 35-16 quarter in favor o Phoenix sa 5-point deficit, 14-point deficit, naging 5-point lead rather.
Yung bola, maamo pa dito sa Phoenix. Yung mga bagsakan ng ganun, giving them second chance opportunity.
Jeff, kick sa kanto, but JP wasn't there. And Jeff knew it was his fault. So nagsorry kay JP Mendoza. O may kwento, may balita sa atin si Riza, Doc.
Charlie, team physician ng Meralco Ball still attending on Cliff Hodge. He's really complaining. It's very painful according to him yung kanyang tuhod na bumangga kay Willie Wilson. As of the moment, niyayelo yun, nilagyan din ng gel para mag-numb daw yung pain. As to his return, that's very uncertain according to the coaching staff. Charlie.
Well, yeah, did look good at all. Thanks a lot para sa report na yun, Riza. Kasi nga, hindi man lang makalakad papuntang bench si Cliff Hodge. So he probably won't see him back dito. And Nico Salva naman adding to the woes ng Meralco. Offensive foul ang kanyang ginawa.
Well, they have to realize that Phoenix is gonna pressure them every time they stop dribbling. So it's either you release or you do something positive going to the basket. You cannot keep on holding the ball.
Well, speaking of holding, Lanete, nakahawak nun kay Jeffrey. Unang foul pa lang ni Gabo. Wilson nag-aab ng papasahan. Azul comes out to get it with 8 to shoot. He lost the dribble. Back to him. The baseline drive na. Patid ni Balefterov. That's a foul on Jason. Pang-apat na ni Balefteros yan. Fresh 14 para sa Phoenix. Lamang na ng 5. Kanina, 16 ang lamang ng Meralco. Twice in this game, they were able to bring the lead up to 16 and lost it both times. Chan, wala sa kanyang bola. Balefteros gets the interception. Salva. Now si Karam magtatawid. Meralco looking for a basket. They've been stuck at 70 for quite a while.
Yeah, they've just played the half-court game and half-court game, but they really have no fast break opportunities much for this team.
Canaleta. Quick pass to Karam, and Karam! Badly needed basket mula kay Karam, and approval from his teammates on the bench.
Gamble yun. Kala ko pasok na naman yung tira ni Hasul eh. No?
That's
Because
right.
he was able to get around the pick. Was really open when he took the shot. Hindi makalaban si Karam doon sa pick.
Heat check na rin yun para kay Hazul. It bounced out and tapik palabas ni Willie Wilson. And Hazul dire-diretso sa bench. Pinasok si Alolino. Matthew Wright rather is back in the game. Salva makes his move. Gets a foul from upstairs. JP Mendoza bumangga sa kanya. At si Nico pupunta sa linya para sa dalawa. Pang-apat na foul ni JP yan.
See, this something is not really the kind of game that he is, but he really knows that if he's gonna go anywhere in the league, he has to adapt to that.
Free throws ni Nico hatid sa atin ng Smart. Be there like never before. Ganda lang laro niya nung isang araw. The day after that game, I saw Nico Salva relaxing sa mall, manunod na sine. Ikakwento kami ng saglit. Now back to work. Trabaho rin ng basketball player, no, Doc? Hindi pwede mag-relax masyado.
Yeah, until you're eliminated. Tapos
Doon wala ka ng choice, no?
Tapos sasabihin sa'yo when we're coming back.
Tabla tayo, 75 all. That's the first deadlock of the game. Ang unang tie lamang. Matthew Wright. Mainit ng third period. Way off ang tira. Alolino saves it. Wanted to go over the
You
backboard.
cannot do that. And then at the same time, aabutin na ng 24-second shot clock. That's why he threw it up. He knew it.
Jello Alolino. College standout din yan. Did play for
NU.
NU.
Champion 2014.
Troy Rosario.
Yeah.
Diba? And Glenn Cobutin. Yan yung mga kasama niya. No? Canaleta. Tagal nang hindi nagpaparamdam si Nino. Now Nico naman. Fade away Jay. Back rims it. Balefteros keeps it alive.
Yun lang ang lamang niya, yung length niya.
But then no more. Wala na eh. Wala na nakaputi doon sa ilalim. Doon tumira si Canaleta.
Or Canaleta, you know, he just He just had a game in the first quarter. After that, just lost it.
Ito si Willie Wilson. Tuloy-tuloy lang kanyang production. 20 points na for this guy.
Yeah, he's been the most consistent player for them. Been the bane actually of Meralco in this ball game.
Right.
Willie Wilson.
Lanete. Lost it, got it back. Jumper, pasok for Gabo.
He's also had a game.
Swerte, oh.
Oh.
4-7.
Lucky number,
19 points for Lanete. Baseline drive, Matthew goes out to Alolino. He throws it up. Can't get it to go. Doug Kramer. Ballesteros, Lanete, tatlo nag-aagawan para sa bola.
It might be a Lanete, depende. Or could be on Ballesteros, depende kung sino na. Yeah, Lanete was the one who reached him.
Tinamaan na nga siya sa buka.
Siya pang
Sa
foul.
pa-foul.
And that will be the third team foul on the Bolts. Those two quick fouls earlier in the one offensive battle.
JB. Napunta kay Ryan. Quick pass to Doug. Doug hook shot. Pinin. Rebound. Ballesteros once again.
Nakakatulong siya sa rebound na
That's
lang.
right.
And that intimidation factor. Underneath the basket, malaking bagay yun.
Well, he's the biggest guy on the team.
Yeah,
Tallest.
yeah. He's the biggest guy among the two teams.
Tama. Kasi sa Phoenix, the tallest guy is Hintal.
Between the two teams, he's the tallest.
Panaleta jumper. Nawala talaga. Ballesteros muntik na makuha uli yung offensive rebound. Kaso siya lang nag-iisa ron. Nahirapan. 77 all. Matthew Wright. Bounce goes to Willie. To the cutting JP. Oh, he's clobbered. Papuntang basket. And JP Mendoza, extra pass. Ang ganda nun, actually.
Yep.
And Willie Wilson, that's just the kind of unselfish guy he is. Had that shot, would have made it, probably would have made it. Pero binigay niya kay JP Mendoza na pupunta sa linya pagkatapos itong timeout. Well, Doug Kramer's been in the league a long time and he broke the hearts of the TNT Katropa doon sa huling laban nila with that short stab on the great Matthew Wright pass para ipanalo ang laban para sa kanila. So, this guy can still break hearts. Four of 6 from the field, Dr. J. So, kung tingnan mo yung numbers niya, solid lang, 8.7 rebounds. Pero importante doon yung last 2 points na ginawa niya.
Yeah, importante yun because it broke them out of their losing streak and at the same time gave them a very important win. And also relegating them to an equal card with the TNT.
Something about Doug, Risa?
Charlie, usapang puso pa rin. Literal na broken heart 2 years ago. Doug Kramer had a congenital hole in his heart that led to a mild stroke. And if you would remember, sabi nga niya, buti na lang may advances in medical technology. Yung surgery niya, even after that, allowed him to play again here in the PBA. And now at 34, he knows he's very lucky, very fortunate. Kaya bilang pasasalamat daw, he would actually devote a lot of time to talk about the awareness of his condition and how we can all live healthy and happier lives. Charlie.
Maraming salamat, Reese. Well, this guy plays with a big heart, really. And it was strange na yun na nga naging problema niya. No? But he's back. And that was diagnosed right before he transferred to his team, di ba?
Yeah. Galing rin San Miguel.
That's right. He helped them get a couple of championships. Ito si Doug Kramer, yung San Miguel Beer. Lanete. In the lane, kinaliwa. Can't get it to go. Kabo Lanete, mabot sa ring. Di lang niya napasok. Would have tied it up once again.
Probably one most simple shots that he has had all day, and that's the one he missed.
So yung kanina, under pressure, naka 3 points pa.
Nihirap na.
Kramer hands it off to Matthew Wright. Goes to JP Mendoza. He turns, he shoots. Way offline. Doug Kramer trying to keep it alive. JP Mendoza hindi na nahabol ang bola bago tumalbog palabas. Nabalik ang bola sa panig ng Meralco. 6 minutes, 59 remaining. Sa unang laro on this PBA Valentine's. Chris Newsom to the rolling Ballesteros, couldn't handle it. Turnover ang resulta, Alolino. Goes all the way in, overshoots the layup. Si Karam naman, it's a foot race. Going the other way. Lanete, missing the 3. Ballesteros, bigyan mo pa ng isang offensive rebound yan. 9 rebounds total, which leads to a Nico Salva jumper to tie it up once again. Pangatlong deadlock na natin sa laban.
Ang laking bagay talaga makakuha ng offensive rebound. Nagkakaroon kayo ng second opportunity. And more often than that, the cashing of that second opportunity is so important for a team to stay in the ball game.
They've done it several times. Kahit nung first half pa lang, a lot of their points came off yung mga offensive rebound na yan. And scrappy naman kasi yung mga ibang players to keep that ball alive. Nico Salva called for a holding foul.
And that will be the 15th foul na, partner.
Ayan. And the veteran, alam ko nung gagawin eh. Play into your arms, you know, all those moves that he learned throughout his long career, si Willie Wilson. Matthew Wright bounces over to Willie. He makes his move, Crumos over. Ano, dribbling violation?
No. Tinawagan ng foul, pero penalty.
Parang yung senyas ni referee Mariano with dribbling violation. It wasn't, it's a foul, and so Willie at the line. Meralco in penalty already, still 5:53 remaining. Phoenix, isang team foul pa lamang dito sa fourth period. Ang free throw, hatid sa atin ang Smart. Be there like never before. Coach Topex Robinson. Lyceum Pirates.
Playing for the championship. I don't know. It's
Swept the regular season.
No, I mean, they're playing for the championship today. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he
That's
might
right.
not be there. That's why.
Oo nga.
Oh, they're playing against Zambeda. I don't know
Parang
if it's
three
today or
months,
tomorrow.
3 months.
Oh.
Bukas yata, ano. Karam. There was a switch. But Karam gave it up too late. Got it back. One more chance. Anong gagawin ng Meralco Bulls? It's with Salva. Kicks it out to Lanete. He's in a tight spot. They go to Karam. Puts it up with a second to go. Pumasok na, niluwa pa. Gabo. And that still didn't even fall para kay Gabo.
Can make layups.
Oh,
Can make three-point shots.
That's right. With 1 second on the shot clock, kaya niya yun. But that's a second layup he's missed here in the fourth period. Perkins pinasok, Doug Kramer labas.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Newsom. And the bump tinawag kontra kay Willie Wilson, who
Apat
can't
na rin
believe
yan.
it.
Apat na rin yan. Well, if they have to switch off, alam niya may advantage dyan si Newsom. He's quicker than he is, you know, and he has the benefit of the dribble to go against him.
Wilson inupo muna, JC Ental binalik ni Coach Louie Alas.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
So dikit ang labanan natin dito sa loob ng Big Dome. This is just the first game of the doubleheader. Newsom finally umabot sa basket for that layup. He's got 7 points in the game.
Diniin niya talaga yun, you know, when he found that opening, diniin niya.
Matthew Wright. Been quiet for some time. Put it up in this. Bagsak yung mga...
Loose ball foul on Perkins.
Oo nga. Huli.
He just knocked the guy out in front of him. He bullied him down.
Wala. Hindi naman bumagsak mag-isa. Ito si Jason Ballesteros. 5 minutes sakto natitira sa ating, 5 minutes and 7/10 of a second remaining here.
Wala palang timeout kasi nag-buzzer eh. Kala mo may timeout. Wala naman pala. Tuloy.
Inadvertent.
Tuloy ang laban. Valentine's Day.
Oo. Marami nanonood sa atin siguro ngayon na couples. Mga couples ang enjoying the PBA.
Well, sumaksak ulit si Newsom doon. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And he'll go back to the line. All of a sudden, penalty na rin ang Phoenix. They caught up quickly. Past couple of sequences. We're tied at 81 all. 4:50 na lang ang natitira sa ating laro. Well, a bright spot para sa Meralco Bulls so far sa laban na ito has been Garvo Lanete. Ganda ng scoring niya. Started out really well in that first half and has been able to hit a few baskets here in the second half as well, Doc.
Yeah, you know, it's been consistent. And you thought that they were going to town because Lanete was going in tandem with Nino Cañaleta. Kaso naiwan si Nino. He has only scored 1 more point here in the second half.
Ito yung performance.
Yung katulad niya, no?
Oo, di ba? 3-pointer yun at the buzzer, yung 24-second buzzer. Hit a couple of more threes rin pagkatapos nun. May mga layup din on the fast break na napasok. May mga drive to the hoop si Lanete. So pinakikita niya yung versatility niya sa opensa. And now Newsome is at the line for free throws. He knocked down the first one. Yan yung stat ni Gabo. 19 points on 50% shooting.
Wherever it may be.
Oo, di ba?
And I think he's perfect also from the free throw line.
And so is Newsome. 4 of 4 from the line, gives his team a 2-point lead. Karam hit the deck. He's back up.
Yeah, you can't be flopping on me, sabi ng ref.
Tapik palabas ni Newsome. Only 13 left on the shot clock.
Now, walang violation yan dahil nanggaling na sa front court. Yan na natapik going to the back court. So there's
Right.
no.
Pwede yan.
No.
Azul. Now with Intal. Intal salva. Bantayan.
Almost troubled there.
Right. Wide left ang 3-point attempt.
And Newsome has taken over here, scoring and rebounding.
At siya pa nagdadala ng bola.
Well, that is almost obvious, no?
Great stamina also from this guy. Ball handling from this guy. Out to set up his buddy. Garbo Lanete na tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang pagkamada mula sa Rainbow Country. 22 puntos na para kay Garbo.
But that was well set up, done there by Newsome. And that's a bad foul there by Karam. They already played good defense, and they're in the penalty, and you are eager to steal the ball, and you give them 2 free throws when they're struggling to make a shot.
Could have done without the reach in. Doon sa play na yun. Ito yung galaw. And si Gabo ready to shoot. Ramdam na ramdam niya. He's in rhythm.
May araw talagang ganun, no? Especially for scorers.
And Azul misses the free throw. So suddenly, yung Phoenix naman ang struggling sa opensa. Pagkatapos nakuha nilang kalamangan. Free throw ni Azul. Hatid sa atin ang Smart. Be there like never before.
Well, remember, Karam made a big 3-point shot, and Newsome had 4 straight points on free throws and 1 drive. And all of a sudden, nakapasa pa siya dito kay Lanete. So, malaking bagay yung dikit-dikit na puntos. Created by Newsome's ability, no?
That's right. Chris Newsome gave it up to Salva.
You wanna hand off.
Di maibigay. Finally, nakuha ni Garbo. Back to Nico. Swing to Karam. He'll drive it in a bit closer. Jumper is good for Anto.
Yan ang teamwork na pinakikita ng dalawa, ng lahat. No? Walang tumira ng alanganin doon.
Patience on offense para sa Bots. Lamang sila ng 6. 3 minutes and 24 na lang ang natitira. Hazul. Labas kay Matthew Wright. Willie.
Oh, what a game by Willie Wilson.
Well, you have Garbo Lanete on one end.
Yeah, you have Willie on the other side. Ang ganda talaga ng lapanan nila. Sagutan.
Yung Canaleta Wright natin, well, Wright has produced, especially sa third period. But that's not the matchup we're looking at. Karam on the way to the hoop. Reach in at tatawagin.
Malaking
Matthew Wright
bagay
ba?
yung dahil free throw. 6 fouls.
If that's on him, probably is. And Matthew Wright will not be playing anymore in this game. It's almost crunch time. Here's that steal a while ago. Hatid sa atin United Auctioneers Inc., the biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified. Sa bidding, ikaw ang bida. Humihingi pa ng foul si Azul on his stop and pop J. From 3, itong si Matthew Wright, wala na. Graduate na. 16 points, 8 rebounds. He helped bring them back anong third period to grab that lead, in fact. Pero malaking nawala sa kanila because Matthew Wright is an option and can score in various ways. Who will pick up the slack? Jeff Chan? Maybe? Willie Wilson? Under 3 minutes na lang ang nalalabi. Si JP Mendoza ang pinasok ni Coach Louie para palitan si Matthew Wright.
Kala ng mga players may timeout na eh. Dahil may 1 minute to substitute eh. Inabot na yata ng oras kaya nag-buzzer yung ano. So eventually
Pinasok ni Anjo Karam ang unang free throw niya. Umangat na sa 5 ulit ang lamang ng Meralco. Swishes both.
And there's going to be a real timeout now.
We remind you, Michael Martinez will be competing on February 16 at 9 p.m. live on ESPN5. Sa Winter Olympics yan. If he qualifies for the medal round, he will be competing on the 17th at 9 p.m. So let's all pray for our figure skater, Michael Martinez. We'll be back.
Stopping on a dime. Bello ties the game at 70. Rashawn kisses it off the glass for the two. Someone did, outrunning everybody. And Kia leads this game. Y Gregorio. Bam! Sabi na naman. Rafi Rivas. As Pringle takes it. Ooh! Pringle in one motion spins into the front court.
Alalon, three finding Ian Sangalan for the end one play.
It's his time to take over. Stan is the man. Bang!
Games on Friday dito rin sa Smart Arena, Blackwater, Kia. Yan yung matchup. Yung dalawang yan, sabay pumasok sa PBA. Tapos Global Port, Magnolia naman ang second game. Live yan dito sa ESPN5.
Well, those two teams have a history of good games. Blackwater, Kia, they have a history of good games against each other.
Let's see how Kia handles Boy Erap of Blackwater. But right now, Perkins Ballesteros ang bantayan. Perkins throws it up. Can't get it to go. And suddenly, yung offensa ng Phoenix has really gone south.
Ballesteros again with another rebound.
Factor, no?
But
Naging factor.
he couldn't hold it down. Actually, inago pa ni Newsom sa kanya. Malambot rin yung kamay niya.
That's right.
That's one thing that's important.
But he has been a big factor, ha? Yung rebounding niya.
Nagsona dito ang
Tres de Salva.
That could have been big.
Oo, kala ko papasok na rin. Pero talbog palabas ang nangyari. 6 ang hinahabol ng Phoenix. Approaching the last 2 minutes of the game. Chan over to Perkins. Thought 3. Decided to pass it. Azul. We are in the last 2 minutes. They're brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. Bagsak si JP Mendoza. May foul. Si Nico.
That's his fourth personal foul. Both teams are in the penalty situation here.
Shooting two is JP Mendoza.
So JP Mendoza nasa linya. Getting a lot of playing time under Louis Alas.
This is the first free throw.
Grabe na nahirapan talagang Phoenix makascore dito. Even the free throw doesn't fall.
Well, there is pressure. When at this stage, there is always pressure when you have free throw shots, especially if you're behind.
Pangalawa, pasok.
No timeouts called here.
Lima.
Babalik ulit sa zona yan because I thought that they pressure and they might fall back to zone, which is exactly what they did. Maaga kasi yung tinira ni Salva kanina, which was not necessary. You have to really use the clock here properly.
Newsom. Out to Lanet. A quick swing to Karam. Binalik kay Gabo. Fake. Nilapit. Pasok pa rin. Gabo.
He's had a game.
Oo, 24 na.
Tsaka napaka-kumpiyansa yung tira niya.
Tsaka hindi lang basta bumibitaw, no? May pa-dribble back, creating his own shot. Perkins at the post. Goes under the defense of Ballesteros. He got clipped.
That's gonna be the fifth. That's the thing Ballesteros has to learn at this side. You block shots upstairs. You don't block shots downstairs. That's what Marlo Aquino was a perfect player at the center slot. And that's what Fajardo and maybe even Slaughter does.
There's that shot mula kay Lanete a while ago. And
that was big.
Napapalakpak ito si Coach Norman Black. Looking to end the 3-game losing streak. Perkins gets the first. Looking to bring them within 5 pag mapasok niya ito. And the looper of a free throw hits the mark. 2-possession game ito. Minute and 23 na lang ang natitira. Pumasok na rin sa double digits si Perkins with 10. Look at that pressure defense in the backcourt. Karam throws it across to Salva.
They'll use some clock here. That's what you call time management, especially kung lamang ka. At saka nakasona ang kalaban, so you're not going to get easy shots right away.
Lanete. That's a miss from three-point land. So Phoenix, the door is ajar. They have a chance. Jeff Chan. What's he gonna do? Get some contact. Goes under the defense at may foul siyang nabingwit mula kay Garbo Lanete.
That's his second foul of the same kind of thing. When a guy beats him, he's trying to slap the ball away.
So Jeff Chan, chance to make this a one-possession game if he knocks both down. Let's watch this drive a while ago, brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., the biggest auction company in the Philippines, ISO certified. Sa bidding, ikaw ang bida.
No surprise here at the end game as we see this timeout by Meralco. Will they bring in guys like Amer, Cañeleta, or even Hugnatan?
Oh, yung mga yun, matagal-tagal na nakaupo yung mga yan. But the crew that's inside the game has been able to hold back, hold off the Phoenix Fuel Mafters. Pero 3 points nga lang ang diferensya with still 53.2 to go. So, you know, this game was getting out of hand already. Maaga pa lang, lumang na ng 16 ang Meralco. But Phoenix showing the ability to fight back twice and even take the lead. But right now, Meralco looking to move up in the standings slightly. The Phoenix could tie TNT, but TNT is playing in our second game sa araw na ito.
And that's a tough game for them also because, like I said, I think Global is also a team that you should be scared about. They have lost some games, but they've been games that they should have already won.
Correct, tama yun.
They're very close. Even may overtime game pa yan sa isang malakas na team, I think it was Alaska. They had a big lead and they lost it in the end game. But they're a tough team. And they seem to believe in their system right now.
Well, may mga timeouts pa yung dalawang kumanan, tatlo for Phoenix. Meralco has 2, but no more fouls to give. Both teams nasa penalty na. So any foul committed, except the offensive variety, will result in free throws.
So, no substitutions on the part of Coach Norman. Neither from the side of Coach Louis Alas.
Salva is trapped.
That's the problem. You give it to a guy that doesn't play much, he's going to get trapped and he has no place to go. And they're going to have to burn one more timeout.
30-second timeout ito. Bawasan ng 2 segundo yung clock. The Phoenix with a legitimate chance still of coming back here, just down by 3. Meralco down to its last timeout. That was a quick 30 right there.
Well, syempre, on the part of Phoenix, they're going to say we will not let Newsome get the ball as much as possible, or even Karam.
Ito si Cliff Fudge, oh.
We want the others, we want the others to be able to get the ball because we trap them. Medyo hindi sanay yan eh. Diba? Lanete, delikado rin yan. Baka he's also a small guy, so he could make turnovers. But we don't want to foul him because he's a good free throw shooter. That's what they're denying. They want Salva to get it.
That's right.
But this time Salva went out instead of going in.
So Meralco not out of the woods.
But they're cutting the time.
Salva 3. It rolls out and Phoenix has a chance.
Yeah, it's surprising that they kept Salva there and, guy better shooters on that team and keeping him there. And he has thrown up 2 3-point shots already here.
May timeout na ginamit si Coach Louis Alas. In this game, because of the number of fouls and stoppages because of penalty situation, has dragged on. It's later than usual for the first game. Normally by this time, balita na. But
well, don't leave us because after this, sabi nga ni Charlie, very important game for TNT. Very important game for Global.
Global Port. Kaya sa may gitna nga
If
yung mga
Global
yan,
loses that, baka ma-out na rin sila dyan.
Correct.
They're teetering on going out because they would only have 2 games left.
But we remind everyone, yung bottom 4 teams at the end of eliminations, goodbye na yan. Bakasyon na yan. And right now, Global Port is there in the bottom 4. So they're seeking to move up. Kung makuha nila yung panalo kontra sa TNT. TNT naman looking to bounce back dahil nga sa close loss nila kontra sa Phoenix a week ago. So breaking the huddle. Phoenix Fuel Masters. And this is big. Maka-score sila rito, whether it's a 2 or a 3. And then Meralco will have to react.
Meralco, on the other hand, has to play good defense. And good defense means making the other team miss and getting a rebound. Or getting a steal, no, whatever. So it's anybody's game at this stage.
Let's see what they drew up. Sana mag-i-inbound. Nabigay kay Willie Wilson the hot hand. Wilson na atake.
No place to go.
Naki Hazul to Jeff. Jeff will drive the lane. Scoop it up. Oh, to Strong! Bakbakan sa rebound. JP Mendoza was able to retrieve it, doing what he does best. Nakuha niya yung foul at titira siya ng dalawang free throws.
That's his 5th foul.
Let's look at that drive.
2 shots for
He overcooked it, pero ito yun, nawala kay Newsom. Oh. Konting bangga mula sa likod from Perkins. And then JP, but JP cannot convert.
Well, they, hinahanap nila na may loose ball foul yung over the back. Pero here, are they gonna burn their last time out here and bring in Baser? Because they obviously need somebody who can shoot free throws.
Mendoza's second one pasok.
There it is. So that's a timeout. But that's the last kasi they had to burn one because of that one of Salva.
Tama yun. So, strategy para sa Meralco. Actually, lahat ng oras kanila na yan. 21.2. But,
Siyempre, fa-foul yung kalaban.
That's
Kung
right.
hindi makakaagaw yun o kung hindi makaka-stop.
so curious what's gonna happen here. Pero dalawa lang alamang ng Meralco. So, they need to take care of the ball. Make a basket if they can. Or knock down the free throws. We remind you, Sabado po ito, Batangas City ang labanan ng Alaska at San Miguel Beer.
Well, this could be already for one of the top 2.
Yan. Yung
Kung
twice
sino
to beat.
manalo dyan. I think if Alaska wins, they'll be in the top 1 of the top 2. If San Miguel wins, obviously, lumayo na sila because they still have 2 games to go. They would have
That's
had 7 wins. With the sudden defeats of Magnolia, tapos sinabayan pa ng talo ng Alaska, sinabayan rin ng talo ng San Miguel, nagkagulo konti doon sa ibabaw. Eh, sumasali na rin dyan yung rain or shine.
Oo, humihirit na rin. Jared Dillinger can only sit and
Cannot help.
watch.
Cannot help. You can only cheer.
It's been tough. Jared Dillinger. Dami ring injuries talaga naka-apekto sa career ni Jared Dillinger. One really serious one which kept him out for almost a season.
Yeah, like I said, the last 3 all-Filipinos, halos hindi naglaro yan. Last year, completely yata yung naglaro. And the year before that, same thing. But now you have the people that are...
At saka kahit nung nagunang final sila against Ginebra, na-out din siya doon. Hindi siya nakapaglaro din doon.
Well, Canileto's been bought back for Ballesteros, so you have a lot more movement. You don't need a guy that cannot catch the ball. Di ba? Kailangan yung marunong kumilos.
At shooter pa ito. Pag ma-foul si Canaleta, knockdown free throw shooter yan.
May delay of the game warning. Jeff Chan was told to do that so that they can see the ball movement. They want to cover everything.
They need to make sure they don't do that again. For else, mati-technical sila. Newsom goes over to Canaleta. Tapik palabas ni Wilson. Dangerous pass. Dangerous pass. As Canaleta was trying to meet the ball, they'll review it.
The review, and you cannot coach your players. No? Although, of course, lang mga Meralco dahil makakausap ni Norman yung nag-i-inbound.
After the review, ball stays with the ball.
Ball stays with the Bolts. Sabi nga ng ating venue announcer.
Very quick decision.
All the way out to Gabo.
And, Gabo should just dribble around.
Gives it up to Newsom.
And
Newsom was tied up.
Going to be called
It's
for
a jump
elbow.
ball.
Yeah, he always gets himself trapped. That's exactly. That's going to be a jump ball. That's a good call.
Wow, and well, not the best case scenario para sa Phoenix, but one they're gonna take for sure. At least 50-50 to. Pag inangat yung bola dyan for the jump ball, they have a chance to get it. Newsom stayed inside. that double team. Mendoza aggressively trying to ref that ball away. So they'll jump it up at center court, and well, if Phoenix gets this possession, it's a chance to tie or take the lead. Newsom better go up high.
But Newsom is a leaper, you know, he can dunk.
Ball is up. Oh, and Phoenix gets it. And they had 2 timeouts. That's one of them. Phoenix with a chance. They don't even need a 3, though. They might want TNT and Global Port to wait a little longer sa kanilang mga dugout and keep us here a bit more, Dr. J.
No, I don't want to stay here longer.
O hindi, nakantay na si Mrs. birthday sa Friday, hindi dinner, Valentine's.
I want to go home. Whatever happens.
Although we might walk into Carmageddon paglabas dito, but right now,
That's true, ha? Kanina yung papasok ng Araneta, very small yung service road na yun. Punong-puno doon. Aga pa yun, ha?
siyempre, araw ng mga date eh. Ito yung talo, no? Best times the jump.
Yeah, you can see Newsom, the better leaper. Kaso masyado mataas ang bato ni, ni Yante. Oh, si Yante. Matangkad rin siya.
So let's see what Coach Louis Alas has drawn up here. In this very long game that we're having, probably one of the longest we've had in this conference. No? Kasi sinasabi nga na, binabanggit natin palagi, Doc, that the games have become shorter due to less stoppages. Well, this one has...
Well, there was also injury nangyari kay dito.
Kay Hodge.
Kay Hodge. Plus penalty situation ng Meralco.
Three quarters,
Parati. And then, obviously, a lot of stoppages.
Here we go. Jeff Chan almost lost it. 4 to shoot. What are they gonna do? He wants to win it. Puts it up. Oh! It rolls out. And Meralco.
He had the chance, and that ball banked. And then muntik pa pumasok.
Meralco survived. It was tough. They could only manage 15. Oh, they got 22 points against the 15 that they held Phoenix to. And Phoenix was up entering the fourth by 5. Meralco turns it around to grab this sweet victory to break yung kanilang 3-game losing streak. Na-break kasi yung play and Jeff Chan had to go chase it. Took some precious seconds off the clock. Dr. J, ito yun eh.
And mutik kasi naagaw ni Newsom yan, And then you can see Jeff. He had enough on that shot. Just not accurate. And again, Ballesteros was able to help collar it down. He didn't catch it cleanly, but he was able to let
Look at that sigh of relief talaga, no? And the Trillo brothers enjoying Ronnie Magsanok and the rest of the coaching staff ng Meralco Bolts. Na-break na rin ang 3-game losing streak. Meralco takes the victory, 92-90. What a great effort from the Phoenix Fuel Masters, but they just fell short offensively nung fourth and final quarter. And well, we're still trying to get things set because our Riza Diaz will have a chance to chat with the best player of the game. But let's look at first this power move natin sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Tunay na lakas. That's a big shot from a big-time player sa laban na ito, Gabo Lanete. And final score nga, 92-90. They needed every point that this guy could produce. And let's look at the highlights ng ating best player of the game. That's the guy, Garbo Lanete, si Gabo. Hot shooting, 3-point land, pero hindi lang tres. May mga drive, may mga free throws, 4 of 9 from Rainbow Country, but 8 of 15, better than 50% overall. Ganda ng laro nito si Garbo Lanete. Okay, so dyan nagtatapos ang ating unang laban. Susunod na ang TNT Global Port. Sa ngalan nila Koy, Mike, Vanessa, si Maki, si Roy, Dr. J, Riza, Charlie Cura po nagpapaalam na dito sa unang laro ng ating PBA Wednesday. Happy Valentine's to you all.